Nate Carpenter, Doug Meyerly, we are here live. Shikellamy, it's week 5. That's right. The Bulldogs come in tonight 3-1, and Shikellamy Braves come in 0-4. But listen, they've had some tough sledding. They played a good schedule. They've had some things in flux, and man, the facilities here, Doug, let's just start there, are absolutely beautiful.
Did a $7 million renovation. The stands have been this way pretty much forever, but redid the field, redid the track, and then added a couple locker rooms, weight room, training room, etc., which are behind us. So very nice facility here in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. So we're here for week number 5, Nate. How did we get here? Shikellamy, you mentioned 0-4. They lost to Milton in overtime to start the year. And then it really kind of slid from there. They've been shut out in 3 consecutive games, again, against pretty good opponents. Undefeated Lewisburg 30-0, undefeated Shamokin 49-0, and undefeated Williamsport 20-0 last week. Jersey Shore, as everyone knows, on this side, comes in at 3-1, 1-1 in the PHAC. Beat Dallas, beat Delaware Bow, beat Selinsgrove 54-21 in the first Division I PHAC game of the year, and then lost their first regular season game since 2019 last week. A thriller, a good game against a very good Shamokin team, 20-18. So for the first time in a long time, Nate, the Bulldogs come in after a loss and on the road as well, so it'll be a challenge here tonight against the Braves.
It sure will. We called last week the War at the Shore, first of all. It was incredible seeing the number of Bulldog faithful that attended the game at Thompson Street. There was a sea of orange. I'm telling you, it was absolutely incredible. Gravish was so pumped up. But on the flip side, man, the viewership is skyrocketed on the YouTube Bear Country 999 channel. So we're so thankful, a.k.a. for the sponsorship, but also for what's happening right now with the viewership. So, again, this program doesn't happen without you. So if you haven't, click subscribe, click to become a part of the Bear Country 999 family. This is a Friday night's broadcast. We're going to go to the Tom Gravish interview this week as we break for commercial. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Dave Winkleman and the team at Anchor Realty in Lock Haven are always one step ahead of their competition. Anchor, a full-service real estate company serving Lycoming, Clinton, and Center counties with top-level personnel that can help you buy or sell. Community-oriented, ready to help you when you need it. Anchor Realty, 57 Bellefonte Avenue, Lock Haven, 570-858-0777. Remember, home is where you drop your anchor.
It seems like there's an automotive parts store on every corner, and they all probably have the part or product you need. But do they know what you need? And do they know they have it? For automotive parts and knowledge, come to the automotive parts store that has automotive experience, Napa Auto Parts. The staff at Napa Auto Parts has the experience to answer your questions and make sure you get what you need. Napa Auto Parts, Hogan Boulevard, Mill Hall, and Bridge Street, Jersey Shore. Napa Auto Parts, Central PA's trusted source for automotive parts and knowledge for generations.
It's time for an insurance review. Every now and then you need to know you're getting the best coverage at the best price. So here's a phone number, 570-865-5191. State Farm agent Jason Eberhardt will give you an overview and make recommendations on how you can protect yourself and your family. Auto, home, life, health, property, or business, it's Eberhardt State Farm. Available online at insurejerseyshore.com. Eberhardt State Farm, their new offices, 600 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore.
Caring for customers with old school values. That's Ex-Agway in Jersey Shore. They have been providing home and ag products for decades. Lawn and garden, pets, wild birds, or supplies for around the home or farm. Make it Ex-Agway. 8 till 5 weekdays till noon Saturday. 112 Harris Street in Jersey Shore. 570-398-2770 for Ex-Agway in Jersey Shore.
Everything you need in one place. Jiffy Market in Jersey Shore. Now your first choice for great hot food, breakfast sandwiches, bagels, French toast sticks, boneless wings, hash browns, garbage fries, and taco wraps. PA lottery tickets and skill games and ATM fresh-made sandwiches, meat and cheese by the pound, snacks, candy, slushies, and more. All at Jiffy Market. Everything you need in one place. Across from the post office in downtown Jersey Shore. Stop and shop. Jiffy Market in Delhi.
A proud supporter of the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, TLC Fuels is a family-owned local business. Established in 1998, TLC Fuels serves residential, farm, and commercial customers from their Jersey Shore location just off of Route 220 At the Pine Creek exit, from fuel oil to diesel fuel and gasoline, TLC Fuels has thrived on a consistent dedication to you and your family. Call 570-753-5722 today.
Nate Carpenter, Coach Gravish. It's week 5. What an amazing gauntlet you guys have run. Hey, it's a great day to be a Bulldog. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Sure is.
You know, big kickoff tonight. We're at Shikellamy. New turf, new surface. But last week, you know, Shamokin, the Indians rolled into Thompson Street, and I called it the war at the shore because it was 4 quarters of hard-nosed football.
Yeah, we knew Shamokin had a lot of kids coming back. We know that they were strong, young kids last year, very athletic with their skill position players. We knew it was going to be a battle. And, you know, they just were a couple of plays better. I think they out-executed us. You know, they probably got more yards rushing than we did. We may have had more yards passing than they did. They might have had a few more yards, a little bit more time, possession, you know, that we like to give somebody. You know, we like to dictate pace and tempo and all that. But, hey, hats off to Coach Mark Persing and that coaching staff there. They did a fantastic job getting them ready. They got a great team. And if anybody asked me preseason who would be the top competition inside the Heartland, I was always telling people it was Shamokin.
You know, and their fans rolled in. It was class this year. It was discipline this year. There was a little jawing, but it was within the confines of a competitive night. And I just thought, you know, both teams played well. And again, you didn't come out on top, but I think it's a resiliency thing, and it's going to be one of those things down the road that helps you for the playoffs. And it seems like you're getting some players back, and there weren't as many injuries this week. So, hey, hats off. You're rolling into Shikellamy, and you know, it's a different ball game. But if there's one thing offensively, maybe this week you're looking to do a little more of, what would that be?
Yeah, we're looking to get our run game going a little bit better, and that was our goal last week, is to get, you know, a little bit more physicality on offense. We will have Bo Seacrest more available on offense, which really helps our cause on offense. We want to run the ball from underneath the center a few more times than we've shown in other games, and that was only dictating to our depth at the running back position. So we feel better about Bo coming back, and so you'll probably see us line up underneath the center a little bit more and try to get Bo involved because he's a serious offensive weapon as he is a defensive weapon. So we're looking forward to a great offensive performance. Hey, Shikellamy has tough players inside to play a 3-3 stack. They got physical linebackers, physical defensive linemen. And, you know, Coach does a great job down there. Coach Jim Kaiser does a fantastic job. He'll have his guys ready, and we kind of look forward to playing in Shikellamy for the first time for Jersey Shore on their field turf. I think they had it installed last year. So we look forward to a good game down there and see if we can improve on last week.
You know, we talk about the turnover game. You know, you have years where it just seems like, man, you're getting turnovers by the bunches. And then there's years you're executing, you're playing worthy opponents, you're having tough weeks night in and night out. And it's not that you don't get the occasional turnover, but what does it take to win the turnover battle?
I think we were give Shamokin credit on about two of those turnovers. They made a great jump on things. We know what we got to do with eliminating those, but give those players the 3 interceptions last week. They made fantastic plays on the ball, good break on the ball, good jump on the ball, and that's credit to them. And so that was, you know, any way you look at it, they were probably on the plus side of turnovers than we were.
Yeah, and defensively, you know, the 5-2 is always stingy. You know, the secondary seems to be developing. What is it about the 5-2? What's the win-lose or draw with the 5-2? I know you take some chances in the box once in a while.
Yeah,
you know, you don't wrap up. You know, there's an occasional score on the back end, but really, I don't think the secondary's been a huge Achilles this year. I think the guys have matured. But that 5-2, what are some things you'd like to see as the year progresses?
Yeah, I think a couple times we may have allowed the quarterback to get outside our contain, both with his feet and the run, you know, running for yards. And extending a couple plays that they got, you know, with him throwing on the run. He did a fabulous job. He's a great quarterback for a sophomore, and hats off to him. What a great game. On that perimeter side, you know what I mean? Hey, you only have 4 secondary when you do that. So if someone gets the ball out quick, you better make a play, and you better try to have some help coming, you know, in the immediate flats in case someone's running a wide receiver screen, someone's running a little hitch. They presented some matchup issues, you know what I mean, with their size of their tight end, putting them out on anybody I'm not sure we had the best answer. You know what I mean? I don't know what our best answer is on a roster. So
That's all
if
good.
we ever get back to playing those guys again, we'll probably have to maybe draw some things up in a scenario against number 2. But give credit to him. What a physical player.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And Pencil, what he's done, you know what I mean, on offense and defense with his play. Shamokin made plays. They were coming in here to play hard. They did that, and we were just on the short end of the stick. Look at Pencil. You know, give credit to him. Here he is. He missed the extra point where we have a 28-27 lead. He's playing offense. He's playing defense. He's covering kicks. He's on punt return. He's on everything. Here, game on the line. And, you know, them to line up for a field goal, I thought, hey, it could be a fake. Could be a fake with him back in there with his speed. And he puts it through for the winning points. So
I think one of the highlights of the night for me was when you put Dubs Bloom at nose over the 350-pound center. I mean, I said it was like you could feel the earth shake. But
right.
you know, at 6'3", 350, I mean that's a mass. That's a massive body. But the reality is, hey, Shamokin's in the pass. I thought you guys fared well that night. Hey, a couple of plays here or there, it's a different outcome, and it might be if you played 10 times, you won 6 or 7.
Right.
So the reality is, it is what it is. Hey, you've had the luxury of playing at home 3 weeks in a row. Before we wrap up this interview today, let's talk about, obviously you're on the road with Shikellamy. Williamsport comes to town, then you've got a couple of games on the road, Hollidaysburg, an hour plus west, and then 3 hours towards Philadelphia with Penn Woods. What are some of the immediate needs that you might have? Are there any things you can think about? The Thursday night meals, you're still doing the meals and such?
Yeah, we just we appreciate our fans. Our fans are, you know, terrific. The way they treat us, they're there to support. You see tons of orange everywhere we go. We're just going to need some. We want to see you down there. The best way you could help us this week is if you could attend the game down in Shikellamy. So we'd appreciate your attendance. As always, we have a fantastic crowd, and we appreciate your loyalty.
Absolutely. I cannot believe the record crowds. I mean, literally, to see the stadium packed like it's been. There were over 6,500 views for the game, which means not only are people tuning in outside, but they're coming to Thompson Street. So pack up your vehicles, get to the game this week. And as always, Coach Gravish, thanks for your time. It's a great day to be a Bulldog.
It sure is. Thank you.
Since 1925, Erie Insurance has been providing protection, auto, home, life, business, and flood insurance, annuities too. Get a great price and the service you expect from your local Erie agent, Fager Insurance Agency in Lock Haven, serving the area for the last 57 years. Find out why over 90% of Erie Insurance customers renew year after year. Call 570-748-3570 to get a free quote. Fager Insurance Agency, 511 East Church Street, Lock Haven.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank. But did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
B.A. Meixel is a local residential and commercial electrical contractor with over 14 years serving central Pennsylvania. B.A. Meixel has built up relationships with hundreds of home and business owners in Jersey Shore and beyond. Trust B.A. Meixel's trained electricians for all of your electrical needs. Take advantage of their industry-leading guarantees. 570-398-7837 today to find out more. B.A. Meixel Electric, a proud supporter of Jersey Shore sports.
Reliable. That word sums up Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. Stocked and ready to go for fall and winter, Hollick's Coal and Oil is a phone call away. 570-398-1190. A fixture in the community for the last 74 years, Hollick's Coal and Oil will fill you up shortly after you call. Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. 570-398-1190.
Always supporting the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, it's the Twilight Diner in Loganton, open 7 days and featuring a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and daily specials. So good, people ask for their food by name, and they bring that great taste on the road with the Twilight Diner on wheels. And now at this area's newest venue for weddings, reunions, and gatherings, Miller's Barn in Tylersville. Hold your next event in the middle of Amish country. Twilight Diner, 603 North Mill Street, Loganton. 570-725-3911 for takeout.
Fred Ham Disposal has proudly served the community with residential and commercial trash removal for the last 55 years. They're a family-owned company that cares about the environment and their customers, providing extensive trash removal and recycling options. Their fleet of trucks provide reliable pickup service, and they give you a chance to pay your bill online. Fred Ham Disposal, here for you. Call 570-398-1814. Fred Ham Disposal.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
We are back, Shikellamy, Sunbury, Pennsylvania. Made that beautiful drive down from Jersey Shore, the greater Williamsport area tonight, crossed over that beautiful new bridge. Beautiful new bridge and came into Sunbury. And, you know, when we got here, we knew that they had done a complete makeover here to this surface, and they've always had a lot of track meets here over the years, even district cross-country championships. But, boy, the Shikellamy Braves have truly made an investment into their young people here. So hats off to you. Concessions are beautiful. New scoreboard, bleachers, everything's got a fresh coat of paint. What do you think, Doug?
Beautiful facility, no question about it. We talked to the chief, Dave Ritchie, from our sister station that does the Braves games for many, many decades, really. And he said, fantastic facility, have done a great job, and great place to play, Nate. Great
Absolutely.
place to play. Good traveling crew here from Jersey Shore, but we hope all of you are tuning in as well. Again, Shikellamy this year has struggled. They come in at 0-4, averaging only 4.3 points per game, giving up 29.8. Average yards per game for the Braves, 170.5, allowing 282.3. The interesting thing is that they return a pretty good quality core of athletes, including a 3-year starting quarterback, Mark Raybuck, and Derek Turbo Ortiz is a 4-year starter, senior linebacker, running back. Thomas Pollock, the wide receiver, freshman last year, very, very talented athlete. They have some nice size. They just haven't been able to put it together. And any time where you struggle scoring points, and they've been shut out 3 games in a row, again, to 3 undefeated teams, so they played quality opponents. That's where it becomes difficult. Obviously, you've got to score points tonight, so the Braves are looking to get on track tonight. And the big thing, Nate, is they have an interim coach, Mark Hoover, taking over for longtime coach Jim Kaiser. Understand that he's going to take over for the rest of the year. So you never know how a team will react to that. Do they react positively? They're excited, change. They want to show their new coach what they can do. So a lot of things happening on the Braves sidelines, but on the Jersey Shore sidelines, coming off that loss to Shamokin, 30-28, great ball game last week. The Bulldogs averaged 31.3 points per game, give up 20.5. Yards per game on the offense is pretty solid, 370.8, giving up 266.5. That's a little bit higher than the Bulldogs have had in the last couple of years, but again, quality opponents in all of the first 4 ball games. Particularly last week, that Shamokin team, they're a very good ball club, and they put together a really nice offensive scheme last week. Elijah Jordan leads the way, has gone over 1,000 total yards, leads the area in passing, a little bit over 900. On the defensive side, Bo Sechrist, All-Stater last year, has picked up where he had last year, averaging about 13.5 tackles per game. Slate Sechrist as well. Slate has 13 tackles for loss. Zeke has 8. But that was the difference in the ball game last week, Nate. The Jersey Shore got a couple tackles for loss in the first half and then did not have any in the second half against a very good Shamokin team. So they need to do that, get back to that on the defensive side tonight against the Shikellamy Braves.
Yeah, with Shamokin in the second half, they must have had 15-plus first down plays where they got at least 6, 7, or 8 yards facing second and 2, 3, or 4. That was consistent for the second half. Time of possession, 32 minutes to 16 minutes, literally doubled. We talk about time of possession. Normally doesn't affect the Bulldogs because they score 21 points in 2 minutes a lot of times. But when you're in the second half, you got guys going both ways. There was a really interesting article in a conversation even with a news outlet downstate, and they said that second half, Shamokin physically up front imposed their will on Jersey Shore. They took the 5-2 traditional stack 5 line up front, had to extend the ends, they had to flex the ends out, and with that, Gink was able to run. He was very patient. They had the thunder and lightning last week, and it was what it was. I think this week, before we go to commercial, talk briefly about, set the table for some things we'll talk about coming up, is Jersey Shore needs to establish a ground game. Coach Gravish talked about that in the pregame interview. But when you come into a game with a script and say, hey, we're going to Shikellamy to do X, Y, and Z because we're looking at it. I know they're not looking past this week. They're 0-0 coming into this week. They want to rebound from the loss last week. But come in, get into a rhythm offensively. If you can run the ball with success, go to it. find a way to develop the ground game, because we know as you go deep in the playoffs or you look to the next worthy opponent, if you're not balanced, it haunts you. And last week, he threw off his back foot a little bit, had the 3 picks, could have had 2 more. The last interception was a great catch to end the game. But there were a couple absolute missed interception opportunities for Shamokin that really could have been different.
Yeah, big ball game tonight, because you never know how a team that has not lost in the regular season in 5 seasons will react. Again, you're on the road, and while it's one of our closest away games, it's still you're changing your routine. And a team in Shikellamy that's very hungry to show what they can do. And, over the years, Shikellamy has played Jersey Shore pretty tough. And they have a little bit of a different defense philosophy. They play a 3-3-5 stack type defense, so that'll be a new look for Tom Gravish and the offensive team as well. So always on the road, coming off a loss, tough ball game. We'll see what the Bulldogs can do tonight.
Absolutely. So we're going to go back to the station. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Since 1925, Erie Insurance has been providing protection, auto, home, life, business, and flood insurance, annuities too. Get a great price and the service you expect from your local Erie agent, Fager Insurance Agency in Lock Haven, serving the area for the last 57 years. Find out why over 90% of Erie Insurance customers renew year after year. Call 570-748-3570 to get a free quote. Fager Insurance Agency, 511 East Church Street, Lock Haven.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank, but did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
B.A. Meixel is a local residential and commercial electrical contractor. With over 14 years serving central Pennsylvania, B.A. Meixel has built up relationships with hundreds of home and business owners in Jersey Shore and beyond. Trust B.A. Meixel's trained electricians for all of your electrical needs. Take advantage of their industry-leading guarantees. 570-398-7837 today to find out more. B.A. Meixel Electric, a proud supporter of Jersey Shore sports.
Reliable. That word sums up Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. Stocked and ready to go for fall and winter, Hollick's Coal and Oil is a phone call away. 570-398-1190. A fixture in the community for the last 74 years, Hollick's Coal and Oil will fill you up shortly after you call. Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. 570-398-1190.
Always supporting the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, it's the Twilight Diner in Loganton, open 7 days and featuring a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and daily specials. So good, people ask for their food by name, and they bring that great taste on the road with the Twilight Diner on wheels. And now at this area's newest venue for weddings, reunions, and gatherings, Miller's Barn in Tylersville. Hold your next event in the middle of Amish country. Twilight Diner, 603 North Mill Street, Loganton. 570-725-3911 for takeout.
Fred Ham Disposal has proudly served the community with residential and commercial trash removal for the last 55 years. They're a family-owned company that cares about the environment and their customers, providing extensive trash removal and recycling options. Their fleet of trucks provide reliable pickup service, and they give you a chance to pay your bill online. Fred Ham Disposal, here for you. Call 570-398-1814. Fred Ham Disposal.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Doug Byerly, Nate Carpenter back at Shikellamy High School, Braves Stadium, Sunbury, Pennsylvania for Week 5. Jersey Shore Bulldog High School football. Again, the Bulldogs come in at 3-1. Shikellamy Braves come in at 0-4 for tonight's ball game.
It's going to be electric. That's right. It's Week 5, and we're down here, and on come the Shikellamy Braves as the Bulldogs come to the sideline. And I think, Doug, you summed it up. It was about this easy. And the Rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air. We talk about this. When you lose for the first time in 40-plus weeks in the regular season, how do you bounce back on the road? Because you certainly can't look at this as a heat acclimation week a week where you come into the contest with a premeditated notion. You got to come out, you got to execute. And I think for me, we talk about special teams, offense, defense, and then the penalties / extracurricular / the tangible things you're in control of that you don't execute well with. Jersey Shore has got to clean up penalties. That's been consistent throughout every week. Not that they're hyper-penalized, but you cannot get into your identity of a rapid tempo offense with penalties, number one. Number two, they've got to figure out who they are offensively. It's fine to throw on first down. It's fine to run on first down. They've got weapons at wide receiver. The ground game has been available. I haven't really seen a 3-3-5 stack like you talked about. Be interesting to see if they can pinch down on the ends this week.
Well, over the years, as we mentioned earlier, the Braves of Shikellamy have always played Jersey Shore pretty tough, particularly here at their home stadium, which is often the case for high school teams, play a little better at home than on the road. So it certainly will be a challenge for the Bulldogs tonight. Get off on the right foot offensively, get up in the ball game. If you do that, Shikellamy maybe have that mindset where, boy, here we go again. We've been down. We're going to be down again. If the Braves can get it on the board first, that may change their mentality, and the Bulldogs could find themselves in a ball game.
We're going to break to commercial. You're listening to Bear Country Sports on Bear Country Sports Network as well as CentralPASports.com.
Want to score big with your financial future? At Evergreen Wealth Solutions, we're the MVPs of financial planning, helping you tackle your goals with a winning strategy. Call Todd Rischel, Certified Financial Planner, and get in the game. Real people serving real people, we manage your assets as if they were our own. 570-601-6960, 570-601-6960. Let Todd Rischel be the quarterback of your financial planning strategy. Evergreen Wealth Solutions in Williamsport.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh cracked American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the second bite is like fresh American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the third bite, you get the idea. The boss of breakfast burritos, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Hey campers, Graham here from C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV. Don't store your old RV another winter. Save thousands on a new camper this fall, and we'll store it for free. We have a great selection of 2023 and 2024 models with end-of-season pricing. So buy now, and when you're ready to camp next spring, we'll have your new camper ready. Visit us in the beautiful Pine Creek Valley or browse online at chwaltzoutdoor.com. Adventure awaits at C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV.
Your local area insurance agency is McMahon, Ferguson & Associates. They handle your home, auto, commercial, and life insurance needs. Let's talk life insurance. If something happened to you, would your family be prepared? Let McMahon, Ferguson & Associates craft the perfect Erie life insurance policy for you. Call 570-398-4090 or visit 1020 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore. Your local Erie insurance agency is McMahon, Ferguson & Associates.
And now Martha Stewart for Skechers. When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Which is why, when it comes to footwear, I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear with all the fits and features like Arch Fit and Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
41 years serving the Jersey Shore community. All Round Tire, your hometown service and tire sales center. Family owned and operated, All Round Tire features Cooper, many other tire brands including Michelin and Firestone. Make us your first choice not only for passenger, light truck, farm, and ag tires, but also for service, brakes, exhaust, belts, and hoses, and we offer the only vulcanized flat repairs in the area. PA State Inspection 2, open weekdays 8 till 5, Saturday till noon. All Round Tire, Cement Hollow Road, Jersey Shore.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
It's about that time. Welcome back again. Here we're live at Shikellamy High School. Beautiful facility. Thank you again for those men and women who serve this great nation. As we see the Stars and Stripes leave the field, the Braves come in 0-4. Doug, they're hungry. They want to win tonight, and the Dogs have to be equally as hungry. About to see the captains come to the field for the Bulldogs. It's number 1, Elijah Jordan, number 14, Trent Severino, number 79 tonight. That's Aiden Palmatier, and number 56, the household name Slate Sechrist. And for the Shikellamy Braves,
junior quarterback, number 12, Mark Raybuck. Number 3 is Owen Elliott, senior wide receiver. Number 25, Derek Turbo Ortiz, 4-year starter for the Braves. And number 41, Bruce Baumgart, a junior, 215, tight end, defensive tackle as well. Nice player on the defensive side. We were told that Shikellamy did win the toss, but deferred to the second half. So I'm assuming Jersey Shore will receive here to start the ball game. Actually, a third or fourth game in a row that they've had the ball to start the ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the Bulldogs want to get off to a fast start tonight. You know, I think when I think about the Bulldogs this year, I think about a lot of really positive things. I'm not going to harp on last week. Hey, everybody has a week where they don't play their best, but at the same point in time, they played a very good up-and-coming Shamokin team with some great discipline on that coaching staff, and the players are responding. They believe they're a playoff team, and they're going to be a contender in the state run, and they want to bust out of the district this year for the first time and be somebody other than Jersey Shore, Selinsgrove, Shamokin, and the Indians want to do it. And tonight, Shikellamy looking for a new identity. Obviously, we're not going to talk a whole lot about it tonight, but some changes in the coaching staff this week, and they've spent some money. They believe tonight that they can win.
Absolutely. Braves are going to give it their all, even though they come in winless tonight at 0-4. Again, the Bulldogs will start on the offensive side. Elijah Jordan will lead the way. Bo Sechrist and Brody Herr in the backfield. Luke Ryan, Paul Hale, Carson Watkins will be the wide receivers. Luke Thompson, tight end. Zach Myers, Slate Sechrist, Mason Larson, Owen Vandruff. And then we'll see who starts at that tackle position. Dubs Bloom and several others have kind of shuffled in there throughout the season tonight. We'll see them here in just a minute.
Well, we see Paul Hale back in the secondary package along with Bo Sechrist, as you said. So they're going to try and return this kick. It's going to be Bo Sechrist at the 20, 25, 30. Does he get outside? Makes a cutback. He's down the sideline. Does he make a man miss? 50, 45, 40, out of bounds. What a big return. Some great blocking. Number 63 for the Bulldogs had a big pancake block on that. Blake Oglesby to free Bo Sechrist.
That may be Bo's first kick return of the year, and boy, he makes it a good one deep into Braves territory, sets him up on that short field. They mark him out actually at the 38 once that official gets to the hash mark. Yep, right on the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Bulldogs have a single left, single right. Under center is Jordan, right to left. Quick pitch left. They're going to try to get outside. Bo Sechrist doesn't get a block. He's speedy, wrapped up, but gets back nearly to the line of scrimmage. So hats off there to Brody Herr to get back. He was 7 yards deep in that backfield for a while.
Good pursuit there by the Braves to force that wide to the side. No gain on that play. Again, we want to get a shout-out, and we will as we go through this first offensive series to our sponsors tonight.
Chase Swartz made the containment on that. Under center, Jordan, single left and right. Handoff. No, he fakes it. He's going to go outside. Bo Sechrist in the flats, tries to make a diving catch. Ball slightly thrown to the outside shoulder for Sechrist.
A 3-3 stack defense for the Braves. Not really a whole lot of pressure on that first pass attempt by Elijah Jordan, but a little wide right of Bo Sechrist. Official's going to move that over to the left hash on this 3rd and long.
Paul Hale left, Evan Snyder to the right. Under center, he's going to roll directly to the right. Evan Snyder is going to be there in the flats, wide open, makes the catch, makes a man miss. Big face mask. That's going to be 15. You know, when you're spun around like that, it's dangerous. And hats off to number 3, Owen Elliott. He gave him and said, man, I'm sorry on that one.
Nice size player, senior, 6 foot, 165 for Owen Elliott. Nice delivery there by Elijah Jordan to Evan Snyder. First completion in the ball game, big first down, and It'll be first in the red zone after the officials mark off this face mask penalty. Again, inadvertent, but that's going to be 15-yard variety.
I like that Evan Snyder high-pointed that ball, too. He made sure he made the catch before he decided to run with it. 11:37 to go here in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Inside that red zone tonight, knocking on the door. And I'll tell you what, they're heading towards that concession stand again, Doug, and I'll tell you that's some great food there.
1st and 10 at the 11 for the Bulldogs.
Elijah Jordan under center. He's going to hand off directly to Brody Hurt up the middle. Wrapped up. Just penetration by the front three. That stack, as you called it, the 3-3, got pursuit.
Number 60, Valderrama. He's a nice-sized young man, 6'1", 210. The Braves up front, even though they've given up a lot of points in the ballgame, up front they played well early in their games.
Jordan hands off to Brody Hurt up the middle. Does he make a cutback? He does, but there's nothing there. He is stoned by 55. Big tackle by Willie Bender. What a name.
Well, and that's been the issue for the Bulldog offense. They have not been able to consistently run the football. They've run the football on some scrambles and some end-arounds, jet sweeps, that sort of thing. But between the tackles, that has been a struggle for the Bulldogs thus far this year.
Jordan in the gun, twins left, twins right. He's going to roll right. He's got a good block. He picks up a good block into the end zone and thrown to the outside shoulder. That was intended to Evan Snyder. Nothing there. We'll see if Coach Gravish looks for points here with the field goal or whether he goes for it on 4th down.
Always an interesting call. 4th and 10, basically, 4th and 8 from inside to 10. They're going to go for it.
Paul Hale single left in the twin. Evan Snyder is single right. Paul Hale, no, he's going to run it. He's going to run it. He's got a lot of green. Gets a shield block. And that's a great run, Elijah Jordan. And Evan Snyder came back and said, I'm just going to stand in front of you. I'm not even going to make a block, which was like a screen in basketball. And to the house went Jordan. What an excellent decision by Snyder.
Well, that's the big difference that Elijah Jordan gives your offense. That play initially to go to the left, but he saw it wasn't open right away, tucked it away like a running back that he was his first 3 years, able to get in that 8 yards for the touchdown.
Snap is down, kick is up, kick is low, but it's drilled. Vertical will go the hands of the officials. 10:30 to go, so just that quick. It's only a minute and a half. It's hard to believe that was a minute and a half.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the Braves defense really did not play poorly on that set of downs. The face mask penalty set the Bulldogs up deep in Braves territory, just outside the 10. They kind of stoned them on the first 2 running plays, but then that scramble by Elijah Jordan leads to the touchdown, so the Bulldogs able to get it through on that Hurt PAT to go up. 10:30 here to go in the first quarter. Again, sponsors all season long, they've been tremendous. Country Berry Shack, downtown Jersey Shore, great gifts. Early Christmas surprises at Country Berry Shack, 521 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore. Let's go Bulldogs. Player of the game coming up later, Todd Brishel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. They manage your assets as if they were their own. Give them a call at 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Brishel in Williamsport. Our kickoff's coming up here, and I missed the first one. My apologies. Joe's Equipment, Cement Drive, Jersey Shore. Visit Erin and her staff for all your equipment needs, steel products, parts, and service. For all those outdoor work needs, give them a call at 570-398-1391.
What a great night here. Boy, it's beautiful. Just inside of 70 degrees. No humidity. Set to kick off here is Brody Hurt up 7-0. 10:30 to go, first quarter. The kick is down. It's to the 5-yard line. 10, 15, 20. Tries to bounce it out. Wrapped up immediately. Didn't get a number there, Doug.
I think Luke Thompson, number 10, done a great job on coverage there all throughout the year. Coach Hill's telling me he's not number 10, but they are a little hard to see.
10's out tonight.
Yep, so 10, Luke
that was
Thompson
number 30.
tonight. So number 30, yep. Cash Harold.
So
we will not see Luke Thompson, number 10. Coach
Nope.
said he is out tonight. Trent Severino starting on that right defensive end.
Severino, right defensive end. Severino, tight end tonight. Their Dogs came out with a tight end, 2 single receivers. Defensively, they're going to be in the 5-2 with 2 corners and 2 safeties. In the gun's going to be Raybuck, the quarterback, number 12, 215 pounds. Fakes the handoff, goes to the flats, quick pass to number 1. Gets a good block. Wrapped up at the 26-yard line, but not before a gain of 4 yards.
Well, Thomas Pollock is the guy, number 1. That he was a freshman last year, was their leading receiver, about 900 yards. They haven't really thrown him the ball very much, and they should. He's very good, very elusive. Mark Rebuck, 3-year starter as well. Pollock's not a big guy, only 5'7", about 135 pounds or so, but he's a very good athlete. They should try to get him the ball early, and they did there on first down.
Well, he's going to look quick in space if he can get some separation. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Raybuck in the gun. Motions goes the tailback to the right. It's a quick pitch to the right. That's a toss, but really nothing there tempo and timing-wise. It was almost like a handoff, a toss, and it never developed.
Slate Seekers there on a nice tackle, number 53 in the ballgame. Landon Rea at that nose guard position for Caden Walker. Owen Vandruff up front as well, along with Trent Severino. The linebackers, Bo Sechrist, Brody Herr, and then in the backfield, Paul Hale, Noah Pauling, the freshman, Elijah Jordan, and then on the far side, Evan Snyder as well.
Yeah, Paul Hale gets the nod tonight at the right cornerback spot. He's going to be matched up on number 1, Thomas Pollock. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 on the 25-yard line. Right to left motion. It's going to go over the middle, and that was intended for Pollock. It was a little bit high and outside. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Again, Raybuck's a 3-year starter and has all the physical tools and has a very good, smooth throwing motion, just a little bit high there. That's tough across the middle. Again, we complain a little bit. Most high school teams don't use the middle of the field as we think they should. There they tried to go to the middle, did the Braves, but a little high on that delivery, so I'll have to punt this one away. Evan Snyder deep for the Bulldogs. Single safety back there tonight.
Raybuck has the build of a Division I quarterback. I mean, he's all a 6'1", 6'2", 215. He has a cannon for an arm. We'll see if he can't get that under control. Get a governor on that. 4th down and 7. The punt is, it's blocked! 55. He picks it. Oh, he's on it. The 7-yard line. That's number 55, Talon Lope, from nose guard to blocked punt.
Oh, we've seen Talon in those first couple games, and him now Landon Rea kind of switching at that nose guard position. But, boy, straight through the middle on the special teams. Bulldogs haven't had one of those in a while. A true block punt, almost picked it up for the touchdown, but obviously sets the Bulldogs up here, 8:57 deep in Shikellamy territory.
They got heat, and they got heat fast. What a big play for the Bulldogs. We talked about turnovers, and they just literally we looked like we were having a blocking sled party there, Doug, to start that one off. That was 1st and 8. Okay, so what that basically means for those listening at home, it's 1st and goal from the 8.
They're going to reset that. So the officials didn't have that time quite set, so no penalty on that play.
Good news. Elijah Jordan in the shotgun. Boy, there's movement up front. No penalty. It goes to Herr. Herr makes a cutback. Missed tackle. Herr down inside the 5. Boy, that was sloppy from the get-go, but Herr managed to get a couple of yards after initial contact.
All on Brody Herr there again. Boy, the Braves up front are doing a nice job getting penetration into the backfield of the Bulldogs, but Herr turns that into a 2-yard gain, so positive yardage. 2nd and goal from the 6.
So the Dogs up front, 72. Zach Myers done a nice job at right tackle. We'll see if they can't get more inside that tackle box. Jordan hands off to Herr, but he's wrapped up immediately. Coming from the right interior line, number 41, Bryce Brumbaugh, 5'11", 215. The junior made great tackle on that play.
Saw him in the pregame. Really nice physical size. Again, up front, the Braves are pretty solid. They really are, and they're showing it here early in this ballgame.
Paul Hale is the guy. He's the hot read right now up against number 21, Maddox Hoover. Right to left, rolling right. Evan Snyder sits down over the middle. He goes deep. It's Severino for the touchdown. Severino did a really nice job. He ran what appeared to be a post route and then just started tippy-toeing across the back line and said, here's a spot where there's not a Shikellamy Brave. I'm going to sit down.
Super job there, not only by Severini, but good eyesight downfield by Elijah Jordan. We mentioned that in the past couple ball games. His vision downfield is very, very good. In a crowded right corner of the end zone, finds Severino for the touchdown.
Good hands by Severino to look that in. It's going to be an extra point PAT. Brody Herr, the kick is up. It's drilled. Looks good. 14-0 the Dogs with 7:49 to go. And, Doug, we talked about this. This is what we talk about. Hats off to Coach Gravish. What did we say coming in today? We're going to script and establish the ground game, and we've talked about the ground game. The ground game's great when the ground game's working. But right now, offensively, the Dogs have got to figure out what's happening between the tackles.
It has been a sore spot for the Bulldogs all season long, just that consistent running game. Tackle to tackle has not been there, so even though it's not, they're still up 14-0 on the scoreboard. So results are what counts. Elijah Jordan, Trent Severino on that play, able to convert. The Braves really, again, they're at that point in the ball game where if they don't do something, this game can get away from them in a hurry. So Joe's Equipment coming up again with our kickoffs all season long. Go see the folks there on Cement Drive in Jersey Shore. Give them a call, 570-398-1391. Joe's Equipment kickoff.
Joe's Equipment, great family, great business locally. Squibbed It's caught by number 8. Down the sideline he goes. Boy, he did a nice job of playing middle infield on that one. That's number 8. Demir Hulit on that play. He's a running back and a defensive back. 9th grader, 5'9", 139. Did a good job.
If you look down the roster of the Braves, they're young overall. Number of sophomores that start, 3-year starting quarterback in Brody Raybuck. I said Mark, that's his dad from the Line Mountain area as well. I apologize to Brody on that. So overall, their roster, they're a pretty young team other than Derek Turbo Ortiz. He's a guy, he's been there 6 years, but he started every game since a freshman. Nice player as well. But other than that, the Braves roster pretty young.
Yeah, 16 freshmen to be in fact, and that's a big number, so the future looks bright for them. 1st and 10, Raybuck in the shotgun, right to left handoff. No, he fakes the jet sweep, and he gets drugged down immediately by number 56. That's a household name, Slate Sechrist again. You know, I asked a couple of the guys on the team this week, what's the secret sauce for Slate Sechrist, and they simply said he doesn't take a play off.
I believe it. I tell you, his partner there, Owen Vandruff, on the other side at defensive tackle position, has really been solid on the defensive front all season long.
And, you know, I think it's interesting that Zeke and Slate are side by side. They started the year off at opposite ends, but now they're right beside each other. In the gun, Raybuck, 2 backs left and right. He's going to look up top right away. Pass to the flats. Big hit. But the forward progress is going to have him just shy about 3 yards for the first down, so it'll be 3rd and 3.
Corbin Stahl, number 15 for the Braves there, 10th grader, 5'10", 143. Nice pitch and catch there, sets the Braves up for the first time in 3rd and short, trailing 14-0, 6:50 clock running here, first quarter, on the road in Sunbury, Pennsylvania tonight.
Shout out to Tom Ungar tuning in from Great Creek, Texas. He's a regular listening in, too, as well from Lancaster County. Thank you, Dan. Got all over Jersey Shore. We're in the first quarter here right now, 6.5 to go. 14-0 Dogs, Raybuck in the gun. 3rd down and 3. They attempt the quarterback keep, and it just did not develop. You know, I don't know whether it was a design draw or a broken play or a faulty snap, but the Dogs literally had swarmed that center so quickly that I couldn't even tell who had the ball.
Bo Sechrist, Brody Herr really saw what was coming there and stuffed that inside, and then Trent Severino comes in to clean it up. Braves thought about it for a second at 4th and about 4, but now they change here. It looks like they're going to punt it away again for the 3rd time tonight. Again, yep, single safety down. The Bulldogs with the block last time may try to do it again here, really try and flip this field. Evan Snyder, of course, is looking for a big return out of that punt return formation.
Well, yeah, and right now they brought Elijah Jordan up, almost like they're going to say, hey, wait a minute, we're not going to take a risk of you faking this one. But they're going to bring him. They almost got it. Evan Snyder gets it on the run. He's going to bounce this one. Nearly tackled, but he stiff arms the man. Gets down inside. Evans on the way. 40, 50. He's got a wall. He's going to the house. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And all because of that initial stiff arm. He made the first 2 guys miss, broke that east to west, and he had a wall. They never quit. They blocked downfield, and that was enough. Evan Snyder took it to pay dirt.
You know, it's something that coaches and commentators talk all the time. If you make the tackle on that first attempt or 2, play's over. Or it gives your team enough time to come down and join in to get the guy down. Didn't do it there. What a great change of direction there. Evan Snyder all the way on the punt return for the Bulldogs' 3rd score of this first quarter.
You know, we talk about this, Doug. We talk about Jersey Shore has yet to play the perfect game. And can you imagine if it's tonight against Shikellamy? We haven't seen the punt returns for touchdowns. And good kick. Is it up? Is it through? Yes, it is. So 21-0. And again, the Dogs have played great. They've had a powerhouse of a schedule. I mean, to start it off winning on the road with 48 seconds to go in that 4th quarter up at Dallas to win that game, being down 21-7, to come back week 2 to Jersey Shore and go up against a stout Delaware Valley team, honestly, that went from 6A to 5A just a couple years ago, always in the playoff hunt, to Selinsgrove, to Shamokin, who probably right now, well, we know they're ranked number 1 in playoff points after their big win against Jersey Shore last week at Thompson Street. But to come in here at Shikellamy and to score a couple of nice big pass plays, to get the blocked punt, to set him up at the 8-yard line, and then to have a punt return for touchdown. I asked Tom this past week, Coach Gravish, I said, what's it like to win the turnover battle? He said, we really haven't done that. Remember last year, the series of interceptions? I mean, how many picks they had in a short period of time. So hats off to the punt return team. And that kick from Brody Herr hits that new turf and scoots into the end zone for a touchback.
So Joe's Equipment, again, on our kickoffs all season long. Go see the folks there for all your steel products, parts, and service for all those outdoor fall projects that you still want to get done. Give them a call, 570-398-1391. Again, our thanks to Joe's Equipment for sponsoring all season long. Again, our Weary's halftime going to be coming up here in quarter plus. Weary's Pine Creek Inn on Route 44 North, 570-865-6630. And Weary's Painting and Contracting. Give them a call for all your painting contracting needs, 570-398-4817. Again, coming up at halftime.
In the gun is Raybuck, 2 backs, twins left. They're going to bring a blitz, but back off. Brody Hurst coming hard, up the middle, big hit. And that was Severino off the corner. Severino really pinched down hard, was able to bum rush number 84, Charlie Walter, at tight end, and Severino made a nice stick inside the tackle box.
Well, with Luke Thompson out tonight, Severino, who has spot duty on the defensive side, played quite a bit in last week's game against Shamokin, going to go all the way here in this ball game, at least here in the first half. Good to see him get reps on the defensive side, coming off a touchdown catch here earlier in the quarter.
Owen Vandruff to his left down inside. Raybuck's going to go to the flats. It's deflected, but no, gets into the hands. It's number 84, I believe, Charlie Walter on the catch in the flats. But he's going to lose a yard or two on that second down.
Really good reaction there by Evan Snyder. And I believe Bo Sechrist or Brody Hur coming out from that linebacker position to really hold that to a loss of about a yard on that play. Going to bring up 3rd and 8. So the Braves, their offensive struggles continue. Shutout in 3 games in a row. Just cannot seem to get anything going. And again, it's interesting. They have a number of players returning. And you would think with a 3-year starting quarterback and Pollock as a wide receiver to start, you'd be able to generate some things offensively. They just have not been able to do it thus far this season.
Well, like I said, if you're not effective in the passing game or real effective in the running game, right now, let's see if they try to go vertical here. They've got some height out here at 6'2" and 84. Raybuck's going to roll left. He's going to go deep. They do go deep. Out, wide open. Oh, 15 on the near catch. Corbin Stahl. Not a bad throw. That was 42 yards in the air out of the hands of Raybuck. But really good coverage by Paul Hale. Wasn't much separation there at all on the back end. You thought it was going to end up being 5 to 10 yards separation. Paul closed that gap really well.
Well, we've seen a little bit of a shifting in the players. Talon Mount still out with that foot injury. He normally is one of the safeties as well. Paul Hale, Carson Watkins, they kind of shifted some guys there in and out, and all of them can play well. Good coverage there. Again, Evan Snyder after the 70-yard punt return, back deep again.
Coming hard is Bo Sechrist. Oh, they nearly get to it. It's going to be short. Evan's going to let it hit. It's going to roll to the right. Let that one come down. 48-yard line, so basically a -5 once it hit the turf. But fortunate to get that off. I don't know what the Bulldogs scouted this week on the punting game of Shikellamy, but they're really bringing pressure.
Getting a lot of pressure on all of those kicks. But the Bulldogs will certainly take that field position. Good decision there by Evan Snyder to not come up to try and field that one. So they still get a short field, 1st and 10 at the Shikellamy 48. 3:51 to go here. First quarter, Bulldogs lead 21-0.
1st and 10 inside Schick territory, 48-yard line. Elijah Jordan in the shotgun. He's going to go down left sideline. Wide open. Carson Watkins, he's down the sideline. Gets hit outside around the 18-yard line, but a nice catch. And again, we talked about them high pointing. I broke in on the last end of practice on Wednesday night. Flag on the play. It's going to be coming back. Holding. Nice catch, though. Nice throw. The reality is the wide receivers coaches were talking to the receivers about high pointing the football and finishing plays.
Well, Carson Watkins was the player that Chris Doc Massey from the Sun Gazette said he's a player to watch in tonight's ball game. Did not have a target or a catch in last week's loss against Shamokin. But in the first couple ball games, Carson Watkins was really a part of this offense where they were not only going to Evan Snyder or Paul Hale, they were kind of spreading around Severini, Thompson, Watkins as well. This big penalty is going to set the Bulldogs back into their own territory, back to the 42, going to be 1st and long.
Twins left, twins right, single back, Brody Hur to the right, 1st and 20. Movement. It's going to Paul Hale. Paul Hale's down the left sideline. He's got space. He's down. He's track meet. He's could be going. Oh, just caught by the shoelaces. Out of bounds, big gain, 1st down. We'll see if the chains move. The official spots it. It does look like a 1st down.
And not a very good reaction there by the Braves defense because you have to know that's a play that the Bulldogs are going to throw. They throw it all the time. Did not get out there. Stahl able to clip Hale on the heels to get him down, but 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Jordan in the gun, twins right, twins left. Jordan rolls right. Evan Snyder wide open, deep, post route, touchdown. I'm telling you something right now. That was poetry in motion. Elijah Jordan took a second look, and it was almost like they had mental telepathy. He was running the deep post route, and the safety was there, but Snyder got deeper.
Well, it's interesting. It was either Severini or Pauling. I couldn't see the number, who was kind of midway on that pass pattern, and Shikellamy had to pay attention, giving Snyder time to run past him for the big play.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, kick is good. That's 28-0, 3:17 to go in the first quarter. We talked about, again, Doug, it's why broadcasters broadcast and coaches coach. You come down here to Shikellamy on the road, and I said, last week, Schick lost 20-0 to Williamsport. And they really haven't let us do anything inside the tackle box as far as the ground game's concerned. But as far as the secondary aerial assault, right now, Jersey Shore looks dangerous.
Really dangerous. And what those couple passes do, and we'll get the halftime stats from Coach Chris Davis, our thanks to him all season long, that puts Elijah Jordan more than likely over 1,000 yards passing already in only the 5th game of the season. So the passing offense for Jersey Shore has been really, really effective. Running game, not so much, but hey, you put 28 points on the board, sprinkle in the 70-yard punt return, nobody's going to complain. Again, our kickoff coming up here, brought to you by Joe's Equipment. Give me a call on Cement Drive.
Brody, her kick swings this one off. It's going to hit the turf, and it's going to scramble. Caught at the 15, 30, 35. Good footwork and speed. Out of bounds at the 40. Here comes the flag. Unnecessary. That Thomas Pollock on the return. Jordan tackled out of bounds, but didn't need the additional push. It's going to tack on 15.
Yep, so the Braves are going to get a little life out of that kickoff return, probably very close to, if not in Jersey Shore territory. And our station owner, Dave Stratton, just sent me a text. And, Nate, you've mentioned high pointing the football. And Dave said, hey, explain what that is. Very simply, it's when your receiver goes up to the highest point where the ball is thrown and you catch it there. You don't wait for the ball to come down into your waist area. You go up, stretch out those arms, catch it at the highest point that you can. That's the best way to catch a football, because then you can continue to run. The defender doesn't get a chance to make a play on the football. Thanks for that, Dave, very much.
Thanks, Dr. Dave. In the gun, Ray Buck. It's 1st and 10, 45-yard line. He's going to look. He's going to get tended, and he's not outside the tackle box. Here comes the flag. So we'll explain that one. Okay, so high pointing basically doesn't allow where you catch the football to be a secondary defensive player, and you have the offensive advantage when you know that ball's coming. You can high point it. It's almost like spiking the volleyball at the highest point. But as a quarterback in high school football, once he gets outside of the tackles, so you have a center, 2 guards, and 2 tackles. Once you get outside of that tackle box, you can throw it out of bounds anytime, any place. Unfortunately for Ray Buck there on 1st down, he wasn't even outside of the guards.
Slate Sechrist right in his face, right up the middle. And that's where the Bulldog defense and Slate Sechrist is so effective. Those tackles for loss there, a hurry, causes the penalty, puts him in 1st and long.
And it's a loss of down, so it's 2nd down and 28. Lots of motion. They're going to throw to the flats. Flag is down. 2 men in motion on that particular play, which now is going to bring that one back. Procedure on the offense. So I'm going to go to using a lifeline here to Coach Hale. You can't have 2 guys in motion, correct?
Canadian football you can,
okay,
but not in American, no.
So 1 is enough. 2's more than necessary. Out comes the flag. So all of a sudden, I feel like I'm taking a standardized test.
Wow. I tell you, the Braves started this at about the Jersey Shore 41, 42-yard line. They are back. They might be inside the 35. So they already did mark this one off. Yeah, so 5 yards, so at the 39. But they are going in the row. They declined it. That's right. Yeah, probably held that to a no gain or maybe a loss of 1 or 2 on that play. So good reaction there by the Bulldog defense. Declined that penalty. 3rd and 26.
I'm looking for number 2 pencils and white out, Doug. I just can't believe it's fun.
Where's that abacus when you need it?
Yeah, exactly. So let me look at here. We got 3rd down, and I believe the scoreboard's correct, 26 yards from the 39-yard line. Look for the Dogs to bring some heat, and there's a whistle. See if this is a play clock issue.
Yeah, that will not be a penalty on anyone. I tell you, the Braves, you look at number 74 on that offensive side, Rosinski. He is a big young man. He is only a sophomore, 6'2", 281, number 74. So, Nate, you're right. The Braves, from a youth perspective, they have some good things to come.
They do. Ray Buck in the shotgun. Just under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. The Dogs are bringing heat. Thrown to the flats and overthrown was number 84, Charlie Walter. He's hard to overthrow at 6'2", 182. But that's going to bring up fourth down. And I'll tell you what, deja vu for this offense for Shikellamy. They've punted now 4 or 5 times this evening.
Really bit of a shame for Shikellamy. Their defense is not bad. Even though they give up points, up front they are pretty good. Pass defense has been obviously a little bit porous. But, man, the offense right now, they are just struggling. They don't have an identity, haven't been able to figure out what exactly they want to do. Very ineffective, negative on that play. Braves going to punt this one away again.
4th and 26. They're bringing the heat again. This one's off. This one's away. They do not hit the punter. Evan Snyder runs it down. He's at the 23. 30-yard line. He's down the sideline. Out of bounds roughly at the 42-yard line. So, I'm having a flashback to that last touchdown, the post route to Evan Snyder where Elijah Jordan had extra time to throw. If you think about the first 4 weeks, one thing for this offense for Jersey Shore, Elijah Jordan has done a lot of throwing on the run. He hasn't had the time. This might be the first week he's had a considerable amount of time to survey the field, and that's when they get dangerous.
Yeah, he's really done a good job. Over 1,000 yards on the season through the air thus far.
1st and 10. 43-yard line, Elijah Jordan in the gun. They're looking to the sideline for the play. There's 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Jordan is going to – it's a draw to the left. Brody Herr got caught by the turf monster. Tried to make a cutback and went down.
And probably for the first time tonight, it looked like there was a nice hole there for Brody Herr. Falls down. No gain on that play. Going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs again, up 28-0, still in the first quarter.
Trips right this time. Single left is Paul Hale. It's going to be a handoff to Brody Herr up the middle. Brody Herr does get through the second tier for the first time in a while. Out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Well, that's when you don't want to get wrapped up. It looked like Herr's ankle, but it's Severino that got rolled up on that pile.
The Braves really solid to the football. A lot of hats on it there, including number 8, Hewlett, from that linebacker position.
Trips left. Evan Snyder single to the right. Jordan in the gun. He's got time. He's going to go over the middle. Caught. Paul Hale. He's hard to bring down. Inside the 35, down to what appears to be the 32. Boy, I'll tell you, Paul is quick. He just, I talk about track speed and football speed, but he just finds an inch and makes it seem like a yard.
Really super delivery there by Jordan, too. Didn't hesitate at all. Saw the open receiver and really zipped it to him. Big conversion there on 3rd and long.
Good pass by Jordan. Elijah in the gun. He's going to hand off to Brody Herr. This time no delay, right up the middle. But he's met. They're just not able to push that inside interior down and get any momentum.
Brumbaugh again, number 41, really solid. He's a junior, 5'11", 215 from that running back position. Short gain on that play, so the Bulldogs doing their best to establish that rushing ball game, something they're going to have to improve on as this season goes on.
They do a nice job of pass blocking, but right now getting that surge. 2nd and 9, 32-yard line, right to left. Watkins. He's going to go to Paul Hale. It's the wheel wide open to Watkins. He doesn't make the catch. And that was a situation there. We talk about high pointing at the initial attack. He didn't go up for the football, so that's the antithesis of that. And again, Carson Watkins wants that ball back. You have those mental breakdowns, and it happens. He's a great athlete. He's a great kid. It wasn't a poorly thrown football. So good route, good play call. Just didn't end up being successful.
Yep, so the incompletion, 3rd and long here. Still in the first quarter, 1 minute to go.
Jordan in the gun, trips right, single left is Paul Hale. You're going to go over the middle. No, it's Paul Hale. No. That looked like the longer that play drug on, we ended up having 2 receivers. Looks like it's going to be 4 down territory. I can see Coach Gravish more than likely going for this.
And not sure what happened there, but Evan Snyder and Carson Watkins didn't end up right in the same zone. They both kind of went to the football when they saw that Elijah Jordan had decided to throw. Going to go for it here on 4th down.
Twins left. That means 2 receivers. Twins right to the right. Elijah Jordan's going to go right up top. No, he's going to look to drag it down. Does he have anybody? He's going to run. He's getting pursued. He's got space. Paul was wide open. The problem was Jordan could not get his feet set. He didn't have the time. He had just enough pursuit on his heels. Hats off to Shikellamy. Turned the football over on downs.
A good tackle there. Turbo Ortiz finally on the pursuit of Elijah Jordan on that 4th and 8. Braves able to come up with the tackle short of the first down, so they turn it over. Really for the first time tonight where their defense, although it's played pretty well up front, able to turn the Bulldogs away. Still 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Bulldogs of Jersey Shore lead 28-0 over the Braves of Shikellamy.
Big time Bulldogs. That's Ray Buck getting another opportunity here at quarterback. Two running backs left and right. Twins left, single right. It's 1st and 10 on the 28. Ray Buck goes to the flats. Makes a completion. Evan Snyder got really physical. They're going to throw a flag. See, again, it's a great tackle. It's a great tackle until you get a guy to the ground and moonwalk on him. You know what I mean? Like, just finish the play.
So the hand slid up and got the face mask at the end of that play. So I made the call pretty easy for the officials. So the completion would have gained a couple yards, but the 15-yard face mask takes it almost to midfield at the Braves 48, just inside the 48-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for Shikellamy.
32 seconds to go in this first quarter. The Shikellamy Braves looking to get some points on the board, down 28-0 here to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs on the road tonight in Sunbury. Ray Buck in the shotgun. It's 1st and 10. Low snap, hands off. Met, number 6, is tackled. That's Mikey Vaders. Almost loses a yard. Does manage to get back to the initial line of scrimmage.
Vandruff and Severino on that right side of the Bulldog defensive line. Really solid job there. Did not give up their space. Held that to no gain on that play. Clock running. The Braves are going to say that's enough for this first quarter. Going to run down Jersey Shore Bulldogs 28, Shikellamy Braves 0 as the first quarter comes to an end. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog High School Football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Transmitting from the Knox Country 360 studio bunker in Nashville, Tennessee. This week on Knox Country 360, Rusty Gaston.
Getting recorded and then being a multi-week number one, but watching fans not just sing along, but actually their bodies reacting to the song.
And Rob Hatch.
Mr. Rob Hatch, multiple number ones, award-winning songwriter. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Alrighty then. This week on Knox Country 360.
Saturday evening at 9, Sunday morning at 8 on The Bear.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Good Dr. Nate Carpenter. We're back here. Doug Byerly. We are in Sunbury. It's going to be 2nd down and 10, whereas we flipped the field. After that first quarter comes to a halt, Dogs up 4 scores right now. In the gun, Ray Buck.
And we will try to sprinkle in some of our out-of-town scoreboard as this second quarter goes on. The out-of-town scoreboard brought to you all season long by Susquehanna Trail Race.
Ray Buck looks at the flats. He's going to try to go deep. He steps up in the pocket, tries to buy some time, and he goes right down. And
well, late penalty coming in there. Talon Lope on the pressure of Ray Buck. So the late flag comes in. Coach Hale says that is holding, and it looks like it is because the Braves are retreating on that play. So I think Jersey Shore will take that penalty without question, take those yards back that they gave up on the face mask penalty.
Nice skyline tonight down here in Sunbury, just across the Susquehanna River from Shamokin Dam, and lots of construction on the way down, new bridges, new highway traffic patterns, but a lot of good things happening here. Some development in this region. Beautiful sunset. The officials get this one ironed out with the holding penalty, backing up the Braves. Going to give them a repeat 2nd down now. 2nd down and 20. Junior quarterback Ray Buck. Brody Ray Buck in the shotgun. Twins left, single right. He's going to look to roll left himself. Tries to get traction, but nothing. Then he's just hemmed in. Bulldogs do hear the whistle and hold up.
That's where you see Bo Sechrist just so instinctive from that linebacker position, again, leading the team with about 13.5 tackles per game, all-state player last year. He gets there right away, reads what's happening, sees that quarterback has definitely tucked it away, is going to run. Boy, he's the first guy there. Then the Bulldog teammates come in and help out as well. I know one score that we saw for that out-of-town scoreboard, Susquehanna Trail, is again for all your group transportation needs from tours to charters to school buses. Give them a call, 570-322-5361. We saw Shamokin all over Central Mountain here early in the ball game. Same score as here, 28-0 Indians over the Wildcats.
It's 3rd down and 25 in the gun. Raybuck, Twins right to see if he can get some time. And they bring in the heat, 5-2 over the middle. Oh, just out of the outstretched hands.
Intended for number 84, Charlie Waller, that sophomore tight end wide receiver, 6'2", 182. And a late flag came in. Didn't see what happened there because, boy, that was just went off his hands for the incompletion, but going to be a penalty on that play. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what that one is. Targeting.
How is that targeting?
Didn't even see. Anyway, targeting penalty against the Bulldogs. So, boy, trading penalties here. You had the face mask, and you had the holding. Now the targeting, personal foul, 15 yards. We'll have to watch that on video, but that will give the Braves a first down inside Bulldog territory, just outside the Jersey Shore 45. I did not see that, but again, we'll have to watch that video again.
I saw it. Elijah was holding up, and there may have been some contact, but if he really wanted to make a hit on that play, he could have, and he held up. So anyway, it gets ironed out in the laundry. You know, even with the penalty, they're still facing a 3rd and 3. Shikellamy is going to call a timeout. And while they do, the Dogs are going to get hydrated. They go to the sideline.
So we will try and jump in with some of the out-of-town scoreboard. Again, we gave the Shamokin Central Mountain score. Danville 21, Milton 0, Mount Carmel 10, Montoursville 3. That's a good matchup. And again, please catch those games. Nick Severini on the call on those. Lewisburg over undefeated Warrior run in the second quarter, 10-0. While Shamokin 42-0 over Central Mountain in the second quarter. Williamsport and Selinsgrove in a good one, 3-0 Millionaires. Southern Columbia trying to get back on the winning track, 14-6 over Central Columbia. Hughesville 17, Midwest 0. Loyal Sox 6-0 over an improving Bloomsburg team. Phillipsburg Osceola 2-2 over 2-2 Bald Eagle area, 7-0. No score in the Penns Valley Bellefonte game. Hollidaysburg, who we'll see in a couple weeks, 14-6 over Mifflinburg. Lime Mountain 14-12 over Upper Dauphin, and a good rivalry game there in Scranton Prep, who we'll see in a couple weeks, 28-0 over Scranton.
Bulldogs now. It's 3rd down and 3 for Raybuck in this offense. They're bringing pressure. Shikellamy moved, so nobody in the neutral zone for the Dogs. We're right here on the 45-yard line in the press box. Now, as we saw last week, once you cross that neutral zone as a defender, the offense can move, but in this case, the Dogs were disciplined. So, boy, we're all of a sudden seeing a lot of laundry.
Always interesting to see, does it change the play from 3rd and a long 3 to a 3rd and 8? Maybe even a long 8 on that play. Probably does. Probably put the ball in the hands of junior quarterback Raybuck. See if he can get it to Pollock here out in the flat.
3rd down and 8 motion left to right. Going to the flats. Batted down. That was almost a backward lateral.
Zeke Seacrest with the knockdown there. Really good job to get the hands out to knock that one away. So, boy, after trading penalties, including that big one on the targeting, where you thought, hey, the Braves are set up here to convert and keep their drive going. Bulldogs turn them away. Evan Snyder drops deep again. Bulldogs looking to put pressure on the punter of Salem. Now they do drop back that second safety as well.
Yeah, trying not to get this one pinned deep. They're bringing heat. Nearly blocked by Seacrest. This one's going out of bounds early. They're going to walk this one up. We'll see where it ends up.
So Raybuck being the punter, boy, I didn't think it went that far, all the way out to the 40. So that turns out to be about a 10, 15-yard punt at best off the side of the foot of Raybuck. So, boy, after all of that, the Bulldogs will take that. 1st and 10 at their own 40, 10-25 to go here. Second quarter, Jersey Shore leads 28-0.
After the targeting penalty, really that's a pickup of about 5. So the Dogs, 10:25 to go in the second quarter, 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line. 3 timeouts remaining in the gun as Jordan, twins right, twins left, left to right. We're going to hand it off to the freshman quarterback. Pauling out of bounds after a pickup of 7 or 8. We'll see where they spot it.
Pauling has really started to become more integrated into both the defense And the offense, we saw him in that game a couple weeks ago where he ended up leading the team in rushing in the second half at 125 yards and a couple touchdowns. Nice gain there on first down.
Yeah, he had 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns the other night in the JV game. Pretty impressive. Paul Hale split out wide left here. Handoff immediately to Brody Herr, and once again, number 41 in the backfield. You know, as deep as he got with penetration right there, you know, a missed block in the backfield, that you know, as we talk here, Sechrist has to make that initial block. 41 Bryce Brumbaugh was in the backfield.
Number 60 for the Braves is down on the field. After that tackle for a loss, looks like a little bit of a cramp getting stretched out there. I believe that's number 60, Valderrama. He's been a nice player thus far for the Braves defense. Really interesting. Again, we've said it earlier, the Braves defense up front is pretty good. They're pretty solid. I mean, they do a really nice job. Bulldogs have not been able to run the ball consistently all throughout the ball game tonight. But through the pass, Braves secondary has been a little bit porous, and the offense for the Braves just has not been able to move the football, so it puts all the pressure on your defense, and thus Jersey Shore finds themselves up 4 scores.
Well, and I think for me, when I think about what makes an offense work, you know, on first down, you pick up 7 or 8 on the jet, right? And you lose a yard on second down running the football. So that, to me, they've got to find a way to become more effective inside. Just under 10 minutes in the gun. Elijah Jordan, twins left, twins right to left goes Carson Watkins. False start. It's going to be 5 yards, so it's going to now make this one 3rd and 3, now 3rd and 8.
So while the first quarter was pretty seamless for the Bulldogs, offense, special teams, putting points on the board, second quarter really has turned into a flag fest here for both teams, setting themselves back, bringing up 3rd and long.
Dogs get a little stagnant here. Fake the handoff. It's going right to the flats. Big block downfield. Evan Snyder's off to the races. Down inside the 40, 35, 30, 25. Makes a man miss. Inside the 20, down inside the 15. You want to talk about yards after the catch? I thought that was a Tasmanian devil. I used to watch that cartoon growing up, and I'll tell you what, the Taz was out on that. He just kept spinning and grinning.
That's a super job at the end of that play for Evan Snyder, but a great block by Paul Hale on that right side to spring him. Carson Watkins as well. The Jersey Shore wide receivers really complement each other, blocking down the field, springing Evan Snyder for the big gain.
Well, and 72 got out there. Hats off to Zach Myers on that big initial block. Option play, Brody Herr. No, that's Bo Sechrist. Cuts it back up inside, but he's met. Nothing there.
Yeah, the running game option between the tackles still not consistent for the Bulldogs, but they're going to keep pounding away at it. Coach Gravis did talk that they want to get Bo Sechrist more involved, particularly on the offensive side of the football.
Single back is Bo Sechrist. Elijah Jordan's going to roll right. He's going to see Evan Snyder sitting down wide open in the flats. Does he get inside the pylon? Makes a man. He does. Touchdown. He was hit at the 4, lowered his shoulder, and said, I'm crossing that plane. Big touchdown.
Very impressive, Evan Snyder. He is a whirling dervish, as you said, Tasmanian devil after the catch. Really determined for the extra yardage there. Knew he only had to go an extra yard or 2 for the touchdown. Ends up being 13 yards officially for the score, Jordan Evan Snyder.
You know, that grit, you can't teach that grit. You know, I see it in multiple players, but kick is up. Kick is good. Brody Herr tonight, 5 for 5. But, you know, back to the yards after catch. You know, when Paul Hale caught the now screen or the key screen, whatever Coach Hale would call it, but one of the screens in the flats, right, it was as if Shikellamy's defense didn't break on the football. It was almost like they were in quicksand. But when you're willing to go that extra mile after a catch to say, hey, it's going to take everybody to bring me down in the secondary, you become a tough out. I mean, Evan Snyder, after initial contact, probably went for 30 yards and then says, you know what, they throw him a bone at the 5-yard line and he breaks the plane. But, Doug, those are the things we talk about, finishing plays. And when you do, it takes your competitive nature to another level.
No question about it. All through the air on that drive, the pitch and catch on that wide receiver screen to Evan Snyder gets it down into the red zone, and then after a short gain on the running play, 13 yards, Jordan to Snyder, 8:57 to go here. Joe's Equipment kickoff coming up here from Brody Herr.
Paul Hale, Bo Sechrist, Carter Reinhardt, Caden Cummings, Brody Herr kicking. Cash Harrett's out there. Carson Watkins. Number 6 gets outside. He's got some room. Elijah Jordan's there. Touches him out of bounds right around the 33-yard line.
Mikey Vader's on the return. Sophomore, 5'9", 165. On the return for the Braves. And again, if you've seen a theme for the Braves, it's young players, 9th graders, 10th graders in particular. Returning 3-year starting quarterback in Brody Raybuck. Very young team here for the Braves. They are still searching on the offensive side. Bulldogs lead 35-0 here in the second quarter. 8:46 to go.
Raybuck is going to try to make something happen here. Rising from the ashes, down 35-0. 8:46 to go. First and 10, 32-yard line. Raybuck's in the gun all alone. Trips right, single left, coming left to right. Handoff inside. Just drugged down after a pickup of maybe 1. I believe that was Vader's on the carry. We'll see.
Slade Sechrist, Zeke Sechrist, Trent Severino, Owen Vandruff, all the guys up front coming in, taking part in that tackle, getting the assist there. They do give him a gain of about a half a yard, so going to bring up 2nd and 9 officially here.
You know, we talk about offensive identity. Right now when I look at Shikellamy, I say, okay, what are you trying to do? You know, and offensively, the aerial attack hasn't been there. And really, we haven't seen the quarterback on the ground much tonight. It's just they are getting some pressure. In the gun, there he is. He gets the initial hit, and that's the first time. I didn't mean to call that, but it's like I haven't seen him on the ground in the very next play. You know, there's Slade Sechrist, and he's on the ground.
Wow, just shot through the gap, did Slade Sechrist there, right around the knees and thighs of Raybuck, not really giving him a chance to even set and throw. So ball falls harmlessly incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and long for Shikellamy. I tell you, offensively, they are really struggling.
They
are. Just really are.
You know, when we arrived tonight checking out the new turf here, super spongy, beautiful. You know, Coach Hale says, oh, my gosh, look at him warming up. Look at the size of that quarterback. I mean, he's a 6'2", 215, but nothing happening here. Right to left motion. Going to go to the flats. No, up top over the middle. Number 1, he's got room. Down the sideline, makes a cut, cuts back, does get the first. He's gone. 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Hats off to Shikellamy. We just got done saying they've not been able to get anything going offensively, but that's what happens with multiple broken tackles. You know, Thomas Pollock, number 1, got open. It was a simple 5-yard drag route across the middle, but nobody wrapped up. So he ends up taking it to the house. Big pitch and catch. And that's good for 66-yard touchdown. 7:42 to go. Shikellamy finally on the board. Hats off to Pollock on the 60-plus yard touchdown. Hold is down, kick is up. Kick is good. So it's 35-7. Shikellamy all pumped up. You know, and Pollock's only a 10th grader, so 5'7", $140. But the Dogs missed tackles at the opposing 40-yard line, and then it was off to the races. And speed will kill you at that point.
Well, that's exactly what Shikellamy needed, looking for an identity, and we said earlier that Pollock is the guy they have to go to first. And if you can get the ball to him, then you can start to spread it around. You can see his dynamic athletic ability on that play. Once he gets away from you, he ran away. Elijah Jordan really gave a great effort there in pursuit and dive at the end, just not quite enough. But Pollock goes 66 yards, so the Braves break their scoring drought. First points since week number 1, where they lost to Milton 20-17 in overtime. So that's a long time coming for Shikellamy. 6:42 to go here, second quarter. The Bulldog lead trimmed to 35-7.
Our Bulldog return men, not to snitch him out, but went to the wrong end of the field. So we talk about that. Like when you talk about a Thomas Pollock that runs probably one of the fastest 40s on your team, he's got to touch the ball 10 or 15 times a game. It's just a simple fact. If you do the math, If he doesn't touch the football, you don't have a ground zero. You don't have a starting point. Like you said, Doug, you get a guy like that involved, you spread the field, then maybe you can sprinkle the ball around a little bit. So Ray Buck with the touchdown pass. This one squibbed. Picked up, 20-yard line, down 25-30. Sidesteps out or down at the 30-yard line. On the return was Bo Seacrest.
And DePhillips on the kickoff and also on the PAT after the touchdown as well. Joe's Equipment kickoff all season long. Go see the folks there, Cement Drive, Jersey Shore. Visit Aaron and her staff. Again, Steel Products, Parts, and Service for all those outdoor products. Give them a call, 398-1391.
Shikellamy down a man. Out to Paul Hale in the flats. Paul Hale could be gone. 50-yard line and out of bounds.
Good touchdown saving tackle there by number 5, Brady Kurtz. Again, only a freshman, 6'1", 160 for the Braves. A nice pitch and catch there, Jordan to Paul Hale. Shikellamy has not adjusted to that on the defensive side.
Nice pitch and catch. First and 10, 48-yard line. We're in the second quarter, 7:25 to go. Elijah Jordan rolls to the right. He's got a man open. It's Severino. Contact. They're going to let that one slide, and I think that's a good call. To be honest, both defenders are in the right position. The legs get tangled. Another cramp, number 41, Bryce Brumbaugh. Going to be administered to here by the training staff of Shikellamy. We're going to go back down to the 4 new locker rooms right behind us underneath this press box. Absolutely beautiful.
Quick updates on our out-of-town scoreboard, again brought to you by Susquehanna Trailroads. Danville ups their lead over Milton, 28-0. Lewisburg still 10-0 over Warrior Run, battle of the unbeatens there. Mount Carmel, Montoursville now tied at 10. Shamokin 57, Central Mountain 0, still in the first half. At Williamsport, Selinsgrove score still 3-0 Millionaires in the first half. No change in Southern Central Columbia, Southern 14-6. Hughesville 29, Midwest 0. Bloomsburg and Loyalsock tied at 6. We talked about that on the way down. Thought that could be a good game. Line Mountain up their lead 21-12 over Upper Dauphin. Canton losing to Montgomery. The Red Raiders putting together a nice season, 19-13. Bald Eagles still trailing Phillipsburg Osceola 7-6.
We're back. 7:15 to go. Paul Hale split left. He's going to get the hitch. Does he get a block? He does get a block inside, down to the 37-yard line. We're going to call it the 37-yard line. So good block on the perimeter that time by Carson Watkins. Sprung Hale enough for the first down.
Just enough by about a yard, but the Bulldogs move the sticks. Clock moving as well. 7 minutes to go here. Second quarter, Bulldogs lead 35-7.
Bo Seacrest single back to the right of Elijah Jordan. 48-yard line. It's an inside draw. Bo Seacrest gets downfield. Tackled high around the 28-yard line. Nice pickup. We're going to see if they move the chains. They gave him a really good spot. They're going to move him.
That may be the first time we've seen that play this season. Really good job there. Bo Seacrest, 10 yards, first down.
So they're faking that key screen, and then they're just running their counter play to the left.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, Coach Hale just said they're faking the key screen, which they've thrown a lot. You fake that out, and then you come back with almost what looks like the crossbuck, but really it's just a counter, a delayed counter. It's a beautiful play, and like Doug is saying here right now, it looks fresh. It looks new because it's a different formation.
Yeah, you tweak it as the season goes on. We're at the half point mark of the 10-week season, week number 5. Add those 1 or 2 things every year with things that you've been successful up to this point in the season. Again, with the Bulldog tough schedule coming up. At home next week against Williamsport, and on the road, Hollidaysburg and Penns Wood, 2 longest trips in the last couple of years. Bulldogs need to continue to develop that offense.
Twins left, twins right. 6:43. Elijah Jordan's going to roll right. His design quarterback keep. 30. 25 cuts back inside. Reaches out. Nice pickup on first down. They'll take that all day, every week.
Yeah, used his speed and athletic ability there to get to the corner, but then when he saw it was cut off, didn't try to outrun it. Set that foot, get up field, take that extra yard or 2, take that gain of 5 on first down.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Elijah Jordan on 2nd and 5. He's going to go right up top. Carson Watkins. No, he's going to keep it. Nobody home. That's a smart play. Outside the tackle box, we saw him make a couple of decisions last week we wish he could have had back like that. But that's an example of being outside the tackle box and being able to throw that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, would have had either no gain or a loss of 1 there, so he just tossed it out of bounds, brings up 3rd and 5.
And he didn't take a hit, which is so important. Elijah Jordan's going to go immediately to Paul Hale. Paul Hale gets tackled right away. And that's just a situation where you've run it a few times, you miss that block, and you don't pick up any yards.
Yeah, the defender finally comes around the block. Owen Elliott, number 3, senior, 6 foot, 163. Again, the Bulldogs at 4th and 5, gonna not do the field goal and go for it here.
We talk about this now, the fake block, the fake reception here. See if they run the press and go. Evan Snyder wide open, it's overthrown. Evan Snyder was wide open on that particular play, and it was just one of those situations where you want to have that one back, and you don't throw a perfect pass on every down. That one just high and outside.
Yeah, and that's not the easiest throw. You have to get it over that initial defender. Tried to loft it there to Evan Snyder, so the Bulldogs unsuccessful on that 4th and 5. So good drive, stalls at the Braves 22, 5:30 to go here, second quarter. Shikellamy coming off their first scoring drive in 3 ball games. See if they can keep it going from their side on the offense.
Shikellamy looking to continue building upon that last series with their first score. Raybuck in the gun, Twins left. Raybuck's going to go look to the up top right away. Oh, nearly picked off. Good coverage that time. We saw the freshman get back there. He may be a little bit vertically challenged. He's shorter, but I'll tell you what, he's gritty and was right where he needed to be.
Well, becoming much more comfortable with Talon Mauck still out. Talon would normally be the second safety out there. Pauling has kind of settled into that position and doing a nice job. Boy, great experience for him. You talked about his playing the JV ball games from the quarterback position, but he has enough athletic ability to be a solid contributor here on the varsity.
Hey, shout out tonight. Dr. Dave wants you to check in where you're viewing from tonight. Dave Frabel, thanks for the beef jerky for the ride down tonight from the Digital Doghouse. Nikki Sampson, Richmond, Virginia. We appreciate you. In the gun, Raybuck, 2nd and 10. 22-yard line. He's going to go to the flats immediately, and that one's just – he throws a dart, and fortunately for Shikellamy, when you throw that high to the flats like that could always easily be a pick 6.
Trent Severino with the hands up, jump, almost got a hand on it to knock that one down or have a chance for the interception, but causes the incompletion. So the Bulldog defense really solid there on their first 2 plays, bringing up the Braves here in 3rd and long from their own 22 with the incompletion. The clock does stop, 5:22 to go here, second quarter. Again, Bulldogs lead 35-7.
And special thanks tonight to Mike Edwards from San Antonio, Texas. Steve Watts, Colorado Springs. Dr. Lou Sella, we know who you are, the Triple Option Academy. Luzerne County, great meeting you that first week in Dallas. Somerset, PA, David Titus. Boy, all over the map tonight. In the gun, Raybuck. It's 3rd and 10. He's going to try to go to the outside. He's drugged down. Just enough. Severino got in there, and he got 1 foot in front of the other, and that was just enough.
Landon Rea coming in to clean it up. I tell you, Landon, number 53, really doing a nice job. The senior, 6'1", 215 from that nose guard position. Him and Talon Lope have kind of settled in there since Caden Walker has been out since week number 2 with his injury as well. Trent Severini will get credit for half a sack at least on that play. Tackle for loss, always important.
It's punt time. They're coming for the block. They're coming hungry. Oh, and it's off the side of the foot. And this is going to roll out. And I'll tell you what, the last couple of punts, you do not want that net yardage average.
Well, that's where the pressure, even though you don't get to the punter, causes him to hurry. It's a tough, the operation is not smooth, as they say. And boy, off the side of the foot goes the punt from Raybuck. We'll see where the official does mark it. He is right at the 30-yard line, so that ends up being technically an 8-yard punt for the Braves. Bulldogs take over 1st and 10.
Watch the burst play. Fake the screen and go up top. We'll see what they run here. Going deep to Snyder. No, it's not. It is Snyder. Boy, the numbers got blurry all the way over there in the lights. And 1st down, they go for the jugular. And it is a touchdown. And I'm sure Wilson Outdoor Adventures likes that from Pittsburgh, PA. Kent Rice, Carlisle. Farmington, Missouri, Susan K. Lights. Again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Class of 71-72, the Cousin Charm. And last but not least, from North Carolina, Joey Reinhardt, we appreciate you. On to kick, Brody Herr. Snap is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. So, Brody tonight, 6 of 6 PATs. When he takes that one-step drop, he's lethal. I've watched him practice. He only takes a step.
That's all he needs. Again, the operation is smooth. Snap is down, back down good, real quick, gets it up there. He doesn't get the supreme height on his kicks, but all it has to do is go between those uprights, and it's good. So the Bulldogs reclaim the touchdown that they gave up a couple possessions ago to the Braves. 4:36 to go here. Jersey Shore stretches out the lead, 42-7. Really exactly what they wanted to do here on the road for Jersey Shore. Reclaim some things offensively, run the football a little bit more effective on a couple rushing attempts throughout the ball game, particularly with that delay run to Bo Sechrist a couple series ago. But boy, through the air, Jordan to Snyder a couple times have been really effective, on fire tonight.
I think if you would have told me, though, at the beginning of the year that the identity at this point, this juncture in Week 5, would be an aerial assault, I wouldn't have called you crazy, but I would have said it would have been the ground and pound behind Brody Herr, Bo Sechrist, Talon Malk, and Elijah Jordan with his running ability. Kick off Brody Herr down to the 15. He's out to the 20, 25, makes a nice cut. Nobody wrapping up. Bo Sechrist finally there along with Carson Watkins to make the tackle.
I think that's number 6, Baders, on that return. He's returned the last 2 kickoffs for the Braves. Good solid coverage there for Jersey Shore. Keep him inside the 30-yard line. They mark it just outside the 28. So 1st and 10, Shikellamy. Got to go to Pollock, though. Man, I'd be throwing him the ball every other play if I could. He's just a dynamic guy, and when you get a couple receptions to him, you'd be able to spread it out to your other receivers, who I think can do some things for Shikellamy.
Oh, for sure. And, Pollock, they've got athletes. It's just a matter of getting those athletes in the right space at the right time. Ray Buck in the shotgun. It's 1st and 10. He hands the ball off. I believe that's Bader. Up the middle. Good surge.
Talon Lope in there, along with Bo Sechrist, Owen Vandruff. Really, and we've called it out, Owen Vandruff has really done a nice job from that defensive tackle position. Update on the score from Dave Stratton and Coach Hale. Mount Carmel 21, Montoursville 14. Good ball game there. Again, that's on our CentralPASports.com with Nick Severini on the call. Also, Nick will be doing the LHU, Lock Haven University, Cal U, the Vulcan game tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Please tune that in on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
They got a big back.
Number 30,
Cash Harrod in at linebacker. Big run, number 25, rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, gets outside. 35, down near the 40, and he takes a whole classroom of Bulldogs to bring him down.
Derek Turbo Ortiz, 4-year starter, 12th grader, 5'10", 235. Ortiz powers for the Braves' first down.
Back when I played, that was 2 players. You know what I mean? Some of these kids that I always say, what are they feeding these kids? Silage, fodder, corn. They're just big. The first 4 weeks, I don't ever remember Jersey Shore as running a gauntlet with linemen as big as those kids were. 1st down and 10 on that Ortiz run. That was a big run by Ortiz. Kept his feet churning. Ray Buck in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, goes to the flats. That's Pollock. Pollock makes a man miss. Boy, he is speedy. Woo! I'll tell you something. That kid is special.
He's elusive in the open field. We see the Jersey Shore receivers do that as well, but Thomas Pollock, only a sophomore, they have him listed as an athlete, and he is 5'7", 135. He is special. 2nd consecutive first down for Shikellamy.
We talk about Jersey Shore has made some substitutions, but again, when you let Pollock touch the football, good things come to life.
Yeah, get him the ball. Yeah, I would target him 15, 20 times a game. I really would, man. He can do some things.
I'd live and die. That's another 1st down and 10. All of a sudden, Shikellamy has an identity and a new pulse. 43-yard line in the gun, Ray Buck. Dogs bringing pressure. Nice completion. Out to number 84. He's big, number 84, Charlie Walter. 6'2", 182 makes the catch. Able to get 4 yards on that 1st down.
And Walter, only a sophomore. from that tight end, wide receiver type position. Good solid play on first down. Nice tackle there by Bo Sechrist. Hold that to a short gain.
Right here's where the Dogs are dreaming up a turnover.
Oh, number 3, Paul Hale on that tackle. There you go. Okay. Paul Hale on that tackle. Correction there.
Yeah, Sean wanted to give him 2 for that.
You got to give it to him.
Ray Buck, 2nd and 6. Going to go to the flats. No, he doesn't have a man. There's Severino. Oh, big collision. 56 slate. Sechrist brought the slate.
Well, what you can see is Ray Buck has a body of a Division I athlete and can throw it. He can't run it. He's not a runner. He might be able to run it on a quarterback option up the middle, but when he tries to go outside, he doesn't have the quickness to get outside. Allowed the defense to come up there, tackle for a loss there, so they're going to bring up probably 4 down territory for Shikellamy. My goodness, why would you punt it away at this point? 3rd and about 8.
I like what Jersey Shore is doing. They're bringing some young kids in. There's 2 9th graders in the game right now.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. Coach mentioning that they have two freshmen, 2 9th graders in the game, Herod and Pauling. Got to mix them in here, get them that game experience.
Ray Buck fakes the handoff, goes to the flats. That's Pollock, but he's going to be drugged down immediately. I think that's Lope that got out there. Did Talon Lope, number 55, get out there?
That's what you want to see, just a reaction of your defense. Pollock was able to sprint free for the touchdown and a big gainer there, but there you react. Tackle, no gain, no catch, no yards after catch, 4th and long.
You know, if I had a lunch pail of the year award, it'd go to Talon Lope on that play because he literally went from nose guard to making initial contact on Pollock, who's one of the speediest guys on Shikellamy in the flats. Absolutely impressive.
Well, we forget. So that's your 3rd freshman on that play because you forget Talon Lope's a freshman. Right. And, so you have 3 there because Talon's played in the last couple ball games pretty consistently, him and Landon Rea from that nose guard position. I tell you, Talon's putting together a nice resume. Only a freshman. They have him marked as 5'8", 190. Be a little bit taller than that. But I tell you, he's turning into a nice ball player.
Oh, he's absolutely, and he blocked the punt. So we got a timeout here with 4 seconds to go. I don't know where the end of that second quarter went.
Yeah, they're going to take a shot down the field again. Before halftime, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Country Berry Shack in downtown Jersey Shore. Great gifts and early Christmas surprises at Country Berry Shack, 521 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore. Let's go Bulldogs. Player of the game coming up here in the second half, Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. They manage your assets as if they were their own. 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rischel in Williamsport and our player of the game. And don't forget, if you want a different Friday Night Lights experience, connect to us through our new Central PA Sports website, centralpasports.com. Switch between Central Mountain, Montoursville, Bucktail, Jersey Shore, and the Lock Haven University ball games. Check the scores and more. That's a new address for Friday Night Lights all season long, centralpasports.com.
It's exciting for me to hear about people like Todd Rischel, too, doing, sponsoring the program. He was a great athlete here at Jersey Shore, but I think about Evergreen, green, the color of money. You can't go wrong investing with Todd Rischel. Thanks again for all our sponsors and our patrons tonight, tuning in from all across the globe. 4 seconds to go here, second quarter. We'll see what Ray Buck has on the arm. They're going to get pressure. Oh, wow, nearly picked off by Severino. They were setting up a backside screen. That ends the half, Doug. We're going to be back with so much more halftime stats, out-of-town scoreboard. And again, we'll pay tribute to those sponsors. Jersey Shore at the half, up 42-7 here at Sunbury against the Shikellamy Braves on the road. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Dave Winkleman and the team at Anchor Realty in Lock Haven are always one step ahead of their competition. Anchor, a full-service real estate company serving Lycoming, Clinton, and Center counties with top-level personnel that can help you buy or sell. Community-oriented, ready to help you when you need it. Anchor Realty, 57 Bellefonte Avenue, Lock Haven, 570-858-0777. Remember, home is where you drop your anchor.
It seems like there's an automotive parts store on every corner, and they all probably have the part or product you need. But do they know what you need? And do they know they have it? For automotive parts and knowledge, come to the automotive parts store that has automotive experience, Napa Auto Parts. The staff at Napa Auto Parts has the experience to answer your questions and make sure you get what you need. Napa Auto Parts, Hogan Boulevard, Mill Hall, and Bridge Street, Jersey Shore. Napa Auto Parts, Central PA's trusted source for automotive parts and knowledge for generations.
It's time for an insurance review. Every now and then you need to know you're getting the best coverage at the best price. So here's a phone number, 570-865-5191. State Farm agent Jason Eberhardt will give you an overview and make recommendations on how you can protect yourself and your family. Auto, home, life, health, property, or business, it's Eberhardt State Farm. Available online at insurejerseyshore.com. Eberhardt State Farm, their new offices, 600 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore.
Caring for customers with old school values. That's X-Agway in Jersey Shore. They have been providing home and ag products for decades. Lawn and garden, pets, wild birds, or supplies for around the home or farm. Make it X-Agway. 8 till 5 weekdays till noon Saturday. 112 Harris Street in Jersey Shore. 570-398-2770 for X-Agway in Jersey Shore.
Everything you need in one place. Jiffy Market in Jersey Shore. Now your first choice for great hot food, breakfast sandwiches, bagels, French toast sticks, boneless wings, hash browns, garbage fries, and taco wraps. PA lottery tickets and skill games and ATM fresh-made sandwiches, meat and cheese by the pound, snacks, candy, slushies, and more. All at Jiffy Market. Everything you need in one place. Across from the post office in downtown Jersey Shore. Stop and shop. Jiffy Market in Delhi.
A proud supporter of the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, TLC Fuels is a family-owned local business. Established in 1998, TLC Fuels serves residential, farm, and commercial customers from their Jersey Shore location just off of Route 220 at the Pine Creek exit. From fuel oil to diesel fuel and gasoline, TLC Fuels has thrived on a consistent dedication to you and your family. Call 570-753-5722 today.
Since 1925, Erie Insurance has been providing protection. Auto, home, life, business, and flood insurance. Annuities, too. Get a great price and the service you expect from your local Erie agent, Fager Insurance Agency in Lock Haven, serving the area for the last 57 years. Find out why over 90% of Erie Insurance customers renew year after year. Call 570-748-3570 to get a free quote. Fager Insurance Agency, 511 East Church Street, Lock Haven.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank, but did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
B.A. Meixel is a local residential and commercial electrical contractor. With over 14 years serving central Pennsylvania, B.A. Meixel has built up relationships with hundreds of home and business owners in Jersey Shore and beyond. Trust B.A. Meixel's trained electricians for all of your electrical needs. Take advantage of their industry-leading guarantees. 570-398-7837 today to find out more. B.A. Meixel Electric, a proud supporter of Jersey Shore sports.
Reliable. That word sums up Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. Stocked and ready to go for fall and winter, Hollick's Coal and Oil is a phone call away. 570-398-1190. A fixture in the community for the last 74 years, Hollick's Coal and Oil will fill you up shortly after you call. Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. 570-398-1190.
Always supporting the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, it's the Twilight Diner in Loganton, open 7 days and featuring a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and daily specials. So good people ask for their food by name, and they bring that great taste on the road with the Twilight Diner on wheels. And now at this area's newest venue for weddings, reunions, and gatherings, Miller's Barn in Tylersville. Hold your next event in the middle of Amish country. Twilight Diner, 603 North Mill Street, Loganton. 570-725-3911 for takeout.
Fred Ham Disposal has proudly served the community with residential and commercial trash removal for the last 55 years. They're a family-owned company that cares about the environment and their customers, providing extensive trash removal and recycling options. Their fleet of trucks provide reliable pickup service, and they give you a chance to pay your bill online. Fred Ham Disposal, here for you. Call 570-398-1814. Fred Ham Disposal.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Doug Byerly, Nate Carpenter back here. Halftime at Shikellamy. Jersey Shore Bulldogs 42, the Shikellamy Braves 7. Our halftime brought to you all season long by Weary's Pine Creek Inn, Route 44 North, 570-865-6630. Pine Creek Inn offers a delightful dining experience with exceptional service and a fantastic atmosphere. Very diverse menu, caters to various tastes, cheesesteaks, fillets, seafood, pasta. Each dish praised for its quality presentation and generous portions. Prices are more than fair. Staff is exceptionally helpful and professional. Visit them at Pine Creek Inn, Route 44 North, and 570-865-6630. And Weir's Painting and Contracting, with over 20 years of experience, Weir's Painting and Contracting stands by its professionalism and the broad range of painting, drywall, and contracting services it offers. Trusted company that stands by its work and dedication to its clients. 570-398-4817. Weir's Painting and Contracting. So our out-of-town scoreboard, which we'll get to here in just a second. Susquehanna Trailways for all your group transportation needs, from tours to charters to school buses. Contact them at 570-322-5361. Get on the bus with Susquehanna Trailways. So our out-of-town scoreboard, Coach Sean Hale, Danville 35, Milton 0. Danville will remain undefeated. Lewisburg 17-0 over undefeated Warrior Run in the third quarter. Mount Carmel 17, Montoursville 10 in a good one in the third quarter as well. Shamokin all over Central Mountain 63-0 at the half. Hughesville, same 37-0 over Midwest. Mustangs will remain winless throughout the season without a win. Southern Columbia 21, Central Columbia 6. Loyalsock trails to Bloomsburg 12-6. Williamsport 10, Salem's Grove 7. Good one there, and we'll see Williamsport next week at home back in Thompson Street Stadium. Lime Mountain and Upper Dauphin in a good rivalry game there. Eagles leading 21-18. Wellsboro 27-8 over Cowanesque Valley. Hollidaysburg, who we'll see in a couple weeks, 28-21. Good ball game there. Montgomery continues to lead over Canton, 19-13. Bald Eagle now has come back and taken the lead over Phillipsburg Osceola, 12-7. Scranton Prep, 30-0 over Scranton. Rivalry game there for them. Dallas looking for their second win in a good one with Pittston, 21-15. Mountaineers lead. Troy all over Towanda, 35-0. The Trojans, they are good this year without question. Del Val looking for their second win, 17-7 over Wallenpaupack. Bucktail trailing to Smethport, 32-6. And that is our out-of-town scoreboard here in week number 5. Again, brought to you all season long by Susquehanna Trailways for your group transportation needs, from tours, charters to school buses. Give them a call. Get on the bus, 570-322-5361. We'll go over a couple stats, and then we'll take our second break and then come back with the scoring recap. On the defensive side for the Bulldogs, Bo Sechrist, as he has done all season long, leads the way. 4 tackles. Trent Severino chips in 4 tackles as well. Slate Sechrist with 3. Owen Vandriff with 2. Jordan, Paul Hale, all with 2. Evan Snyder as well. Tackles for loss, Bo Sechrist is 1. Trent Severino 1. Zach Sechrist and Slate Sechrist 1 as well. Pass tip, Zeke Sechrist as well. So solid on the defensive side for the Bulldogs. On the offensive side, rushing game still has not materialized for the Bulldogs. Bo Sechrist 3 for 9 yards. Brody Herr 9 for 14. Elijah Jordan 2 for 14, but that 9-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. So only 37 yards on the ground for the Bulldogs. And also I missed Nolan Pauling, 1 for 8, but still only 37 yards on the ground for the Bulldogs. Through the air, Elijah Jordan really solid, 11 for 19, 223 yards, 4 touchdowns, 6-yard, 34, 13, and 30 yards. On the receiving side, Paul Hale, who was our player of the game last week against Shamokin, had 2 TDs in last week's ball game, 55 and 15 yards. Here in the first half, 5 catches for 79 yards. Evan Snyder, 5 for 138, so a heck of a first half for him, and 3 TDs, 34, 13, and 30 on the receiving end for Snyder. And then Trent Severino, 1 for 6, but that's 6-yard touchdown as well. So the air game has been the the big thing on the stat sheet tonight. Again, compliments and kudos to Coach Chris Davis for doing that for us all season long. Again, our halftime brought to you by Pine Creek Inn and Weary's Painting and Contracting. And we're going to take our second break up to halftime, and we'll be back with the scoring recap. Again, you're listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog High School Football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Since 1925, Erie Insurance has been providing protection, auto, home, life, business, and flood insurance, annuities too. Get a great price and the service you expect from your local Erie agent, Fager Insurance Agency in Lock Haven, serving the area for the last 57 years. Find out why over 90% of Erie Insurance customers renew year after year. Call 570-748-3570 to get a free quote. Fager Insurance Agency, 511 East Church Street, Lock Haven.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank, but did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
B.A. Meixel is a local residential and commercial electrical contractor. With over 14 years serving central Pennsylvania, B.A. Meixel has built up relationships with hundreds of home and business owners in Jersey Shore and beyond. Trust B.A. Meixel's trained electricians for all of your electrical needs. Take advantage of their industry-leading guarantees. 570-398-7837 today to find out more. B.A. Meixel Electric, a proud supporter of Jersey Shore sports.
Reliable. That word sums up Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. Stocked and ready to go for fall and winter, Hollick's Coal and Oil is a phone call away. 570-398-1190. A fixture in the community for the last 74 years, Hollick's Coal and Oil will fill you up shortly after you call. Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. 570-398-1190.
Always supporting the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, it's the Twilight Diner in Loganton, open 7 days and featuring a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and daily specials. So good, people ask for their food by name, and they bring that great taste on the road with the Twilight Diner on wheels. And now at this area's newest venue for weddings, reunions, and gatherings, Miller's Barn in Tylersville. Hold your next event in the middle of Amish country. Twilight Diner, 603 North Mill Street, Loganton. 570-725-3911 for takeout.
Fred Ham Disposal has proudly served the community with residential and commercial trash removal for the last 55 years. They're a family-owned company that cares about the environment and their customers, providing extensive trash removal and recycling options. Their fleet of trucks provide reliable pickup service, and they give you a chance to pay your bill online. Fred Ham Disposal, here for you. Call 570-398-1814. Fred Ham Disposal.
Want to score big with your financial future? At Evergreen Wealth Solutions, we're the MVPs of financial planning, helping you tackle your goals with a winning strategy. Call Todd Rischel, certified financial planner, and get in the game. Real people serving real people, we manage your assets as if they were our own. 570-601-6960. 570-601-6960. Let Todd Rischel be the quarterback of your financial planning strategy. Evergreen Wealth Solutions in Williamsport.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh cracked American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the second bite is like fresh cracked American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the third bite, you get the idea. The boss of breakfast burritos, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Hey campers, Graham here from C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV. Don't store your old RV another winter. Save thousands on a new camper this fall, and we'll store it for free. We have a great selection of 2023 and 2024 models with end-of-season pricing. So buy now, and when you're ready to camp next spring, we'll have your new camper ready. Visit us in the beautiful Pine Creek Valley or browse online at chwaltzoutdoor.com. Adventure awaits at C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV.
Your local area insurance agency is McMahon, Ferguson and Associates. They handle your home, auto, commercial, and life insurance needs. Let's talk life insurance. If something happened to you, would your family be prepared? Let McMahon, Ferguson and Associates craft the perfect Erie life insurance policy for you. Call 570-398-4090 or visit 1020 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore. Your local Erie insurance agency is McMahon, Ferguson and Associates.
And now Martha Stewart for Skechers.
When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Which is why, when it comes to footwear, I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear with all the fits and features like Arch Fit and Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
41 years serving the Jersey Shore community. All Round Tire, your hometown service and tire sales center. Family owned and operated, All Round Tire features Cooper, many other tire brands, including Michelin and Firestone. Make us your first choice not only for passenger, light truck, farm, and ag tires, but also for service, brakes, exhaust, belts, and hoses, and we offer the only vulcanized flat repairs in the area. PA State Inspection 2, open weekdays 8 till 5, Saturday till noon. All Round Tire, Cement Hollow Road, Jersey Shore.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Bradley, we're back. Second half just about to come underway. 1:15 to go here before they'll sound the alarm and Shikellamy will receive the football. They did get the toss to open the game and deferred to the second half, which basically just means instead of choosing to receive, they said, we'll take it in the second half.
One final stat for the first half. Compliments of Nate's dad, Jim Carpenter, on the time of possession and number of plays. Jersey Shore 38 plays, Shikellamy 37. So even there. And here's a perfect example where the time of possession means nothing. Shikellamy actually leads 14:08 in time of possession to Jersey Shore 9:52, but the Bulldogs have put up 42 points. Shikellamy has only scored 7. Compliments again, kudos to Jim Carpenter. Very quickly, scoring recap. Jersey Shore 28 points in the first quarter. Jordan 8-yard run at the 10:30 mark. Her PAT is good, so her PATs were good all first half long. On the next drive, 7:49 mark of the first quarter, 6-yard pass from Jordan to Severino. PAT good, and the 70-yard punt return for Evan Snyder. PAT good, 21-0. That came at the 5:18 mark of quarter number 1. Scoring continued for Shore on the next drive, 34-yard pass. Jordan to Snyder, 3:17 to go. The Bulldogs led at the end of that quarter, 28-0. Stretched the lead out to 35-0 did the Bulldogs. 8:57 of the second quarter, 13-yard pass. Jordan to Snyder again. Her PAT good. And then Shikellamy did score on the 67-yard TD pass. Raybuck to Pollock. DiFilippo PAT was good. That was at the 7:42 mark of the second quarter. But the Bulldogs scored again. 30-yard touchdown, Jordan to Snyder. 4:36 to go in the quarter. Her PAT rounded it out 42-7 again at the half. Sean Hale said Evan Snyder had 228 total yards of offense in that first half. Not too bad of action for Evan Snyder.
Brody Herr kicks this one off to start the second half. It hits the turf. It rolls. It's going to be trouble for Shikellamy. Inside the 10, they pick it up. Evan Snyder's there to bring him down. And that is not how you intend the second half script to go if you're the Shikellamy Braves. You know, that, again, that was a tweener. It's one of those kicks that ends up going between the second and last tier of the return game, and they let it hit the turf, and when it did, it took a bad roll for Shikellamy, and Jersey Shore has them pinned deep.
Bulldog defense looking to kind of make a statement. Really played pretty well in that first half, other than the long pitch and catch. Raybuck to Pollock for the Braves only score in the last 3 ball games. That the Braves finally do break that scoring drought in that first half tonight.
Starters do start the second half for the Bulldogs. In the gun, Raybuck with the 1 touchdown pass in the first half. He hands off to the first back. It's a good burst. Believe that's number
23, Gavin Kiefer, 9th grader, 5'7", 127. That's a nice job up front by the right side of that Braves offensive line. 5-yard pickup on first down for Shikellamy.
Yeah, it's a number we have not called yet. So for the Bulldogs, the 5-2 defense last week was exploited a little bit in the second half as Shamokin was able to do a lot of good things tonight. Severino in there at right defensive end to start the game for Thompson. Zeke Sechrist on the left. It's going to be a 2nd down and 6 after pick up a 4 on first down. Raybuck in the shotgun. Twins make that trips left. Go into the flats immediately. Caught by number 4. Does get a block. And there's what we're talking about, Doug. 4 yards on first down. Opens it up. Get it out to your trips package, to your receiver in the screen. And with that, you pick up a first down. So Shikellamy, one of their first downs here to start a drive.
Luke Keeley, number 4, 11th grader, 5'11", 177 on the catch there. Conversion for the Braves, so they get a little bit out of the shadow of their own goalpost. 1st and 10, Braves.
They're going to go Twins right, single left, 2 backs. Raybuck in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the 20. Immediate handoff up the middle. Bang. Brody Herr. Brody Herr shot through there like a loose cannon.
It was Turbo Ortiz on the carry there. He was the one that had the nice 10-yard run in the second quarter of the ball game, but no gain there. Going to be 2nd and long for the Braves.
We've talked about that. Big backs, right? If they can't get that momentum going a lot of times, it's tough. Brody Herr chose to hit him low, did the right thing, held him to no gain on first down. This is where the Dogs take advantage. You know, you get the 2nd and long chains. They tend to come off the chain. We'll see if Alex Jackson chooses to dial up some heat on 2nd down. Raybuck in the shotgun. Pressure up the middle. Picked up well, blocked well to the flats. In and out of the hands, I believe, of number 28. That's Chase Swartz, the tight end, 6', 175.
So first time we've had the chance to say this all season long with this game in the mercy rule for the second half. So running clock because you're up 35 or more points. And that does not change even if you go under 35 points. Stays running clock. So normally pass incomplete, clock would stop. Here it just continues to run. So clock running under 9 minutes already here in the third quarter.
You know, I don't understand once you get back inside that 35 why it doesn't go back, but it doesn't. Once it starts, it's mercy the second half. So 8:45 to go here, third quarter. Raybuck in the gun. He's going to go to the flats. And pressure. Oh, and he tries to get away. Fortunately for Raybuck, 26 was in the mix. I believe that's Gabe Riggle, wide receiver. So it's going to bring up 4th down, but instead of taking that 15-yard loss, Raybuck able to get rid of it.
Boy, that is great pressure on the quarterback there. Almost a sack, but causes the incompletion. I think that was Bo Sechrist there, number 5, coming back. I tell you, it's amazing here. Beautiful facility here, about a $7 million facility, but the lights are not real bright here. Hard to see the numbers on the far side.
Punts away, it's low. Evan Snyder picks it up, makes the man miss. Down the sideline he goes. 45, cuts back across the field. He's got run. 45. Down inside to 35. Big run back. Evan Snyder did a great job of fielding that. That's the kind of kick that can roll forever because it only hit the ground about 5 yards in front of him. He picked it up. We just talked about the lights. Obviously, his vision's better than ours.
Nice ground ball fielding there by Evan Snyder. Hard tackle at the end of that by the punter, Brody Raybuck, to save the touchdown. But Evan Snyder's his second great punt return of the night sends the Bulldogs up inside the Brave 40-yard line.
2 quarterbacks in the mix here right now with Pollard, along with Elijah Jordan. Going to go right to left motion. Evan Snyder's going to pitch, and he's got room. Ran into his own man, I believe, at one point. But Pauling, listen. When I saw him run the football against Shamokin's JVs the other night, I said, one thing to be speedy, he runs extremely hard with a great deal of passion. And that doesn't hurt you at tailback. So Gravish, hats off to him. He's going to give him some reps. 2nd and 7. Elijah Jordan's going to go. He's going to fake it. He's going to say, Evan Snyder, go down the sideline. Ooh. He waved it off. He did basically the 8 to 10-yard hook route, and he wanted him to take it to the house because he thought he could get space. But not a bad throw by Elijah.
And good job by the Braves defense here to take away the initial toss to Paul Hale, Owen Elliott on that coverage there, so they changed tracks, tried to go to Evan Snyder deep. All those fall incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and long for the Bulldogs.
Twins left Paul Hale and Pauling. In the gun, Elijah Jordan is going to go to Paul Hale. Paul Hale gets a block, gets down the sideline. 25, 20, out of bounds at the 15. I'm telling you, that is such a lethal play. It looked like they were dancing in a phone booth out there with no space, but it just got enough daylight to get down that sideline.
Just enough contact there by Pauling on the block to spring Paul Hale. Nice tackle at the end of that by Schwartz of the Braves, but first down for the Bulldogs.
13-yard line. Jordan under center, Pauling the tailback. Left to right goes Hale. It's the counter. No. Bo Sechrist up the middle, inside the 5, rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. Push back, but I'll tell you what made that play. He didn't go down on initial contact. It was pinball wizard inside. Bounced off a couple of guys and was able to get some momentum.
Good solid run inside there by Bo Sechrist, almost carrying the defenders into the end zone, but sets them up. 1st and goal at the 4.
Under center. I formation. Fullback pop. Inside. Crosses the plane. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Jersey Shore has not been spectacular by any means in the rushing game, but 2 nice consecutive runs there by Bo Sechrist. Get it down inside the 5 to the 4 and then powers it inside. Good push up front by the guys of the offensive line there, putting it together. Bo Sechrist scores 5:21 here, 3rd quarter. Extend that lead 48-7.
Well, and that's one of those a little bit slightly longer, more sustained drives where the defense wore down a little bit as the Dogs got into the hurry-up. Brody Herr rockets it through. That is good. The extra point good again. Brody Herr tonight, he is money. 7 for 7 tonight. That doesn't hurt the kicking average. So the Dogs, they needed the points. Come out second half, not put up a goose egg, get the offense going. It's nice that they bring in a Pauling, at tailback. Do some different things. I like what Coach Gravish has done tonight and what Coach Jackson has done tonight defensively and offensively by saying, hey, let's get some other guys on the field. Let's see if they can't make a difference at a certain position. So we've seen some underclassmen get some reps on offense and defense tonight. So 5:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. All our patron sponsors. This kickoff brought to you in part by Joe's Equipment. We appreciate you and who you are here in Jersey Shore, from lawnmowers to tractors to all kinds of service and parts. We appreciate you.
Joe's Equipment kickoff coming up here. Brody Herr teeing it up after another successful PAT. Perfect on the night so far. Cement Drive for Jersey Shore. Go see Aaron and our crew. 570-398-1391. The Joe's Equipment kickoff.
Brody Herr tees it up from the 40. It's a scooter. Picked up at 12, 20, 25, 30, cut back. That's Vaders. He's outside, back inside. Brought down at the 31. Ran a long way.
In on the tackle, number 30, Cash Harrod. We've called his number a couple times. One of the freshmen on the field for the Bulldogs. Nice job, along with number 44, Caden Cummings. Freshman teammate, 5'8". Number 44, 160. Good special teams tackle there. First teamers and a few of the second teamers coming in, including number 21, Carter Reinhardt. 5'8", 130 at the left quarterback position for Shikellamy. And boy, he is 1-on-1 with Thomas Pollock. That's a good, tough matchup for Reinhardt.
In the gun. Raybuck. Hands off to Vaders. Vaders hemmed in, and that's the perfect play. Severino, I believe, as he gets up. Severino, is it Severino? I'm trying to look here, Doug. Yep. Severino makes a nice play. All he did was stay home. Outside containment. Outside shoulder. Don't let him get outside. And he did, and he made a big play. Big loss of 3 on that one.
Yep, perfect technique there. He's going to take a breather on that, replaced by number 72, Zach Myers, getting some snaps on the defensive side as well.
In the gun, Raybuck gets 2nd and 13 from the 28-yard line. He's going to look out to the right side over the middle. In and out of the hands of number 84. Good defense on that. Zeke Sechrist came from the defensive end, said, I'm going to drag with you.
Yeah, and if you're Brody Raybuck, you got to say to your sophomore tight end wide receiver, that's one you got to catch. That was on the money. Good coverage there by Sechrist dropping back, but that's one where if you're going to create an offensive philosophy for the Braves and you're going to throw the football a little bit, those type of catches across the middle have to be made. It would set you up in second and short, but that ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and long for the Braves.
Well, and this is where you don't want to be, behind the chains. You had a nice first down there with a pickup of 4 yards, got the first down with the screen pass. Well, now they're behind the chains, 3rd and 13. Raybuck's going to look, hand off immediately inside tackle box. And that's one I wish there was an easy button and a do-over for the offense, because they haven't had the greatest success inside the tackles tonight either, and it's almost like you really just said, hey, we're punting.
Swarmed under there. Blake Oglesby in on the defensive side as well, number 63, the senior, 6'0", 225. Nice job there to participate in the tackle. So Pauling and Paul Hale dropping deep for this punt return for the Bulldogs. New look there in the punt return game for Jersey Shore.
Yeah, and Coach Gravis gets the flexibility award tonight. Short kick. It's going to roll out. Paul Hale's there. Paul Hale picks it up. Paul's like, I'm not letting it roll anymore, and I don't blame him. You know, it's like, I'm going to take it, misses a tackle. He could be gone. But I like the fact that there's 2 other return guys back right now. Give some guys some reps. You never know when you're going to need them.
Yeah, Evan Snyder has obviously had an outstanding night tonight in the punt return game. Elijah Jordan has seen time there as well. But Paul Hale and Noah Pauling, I'll tell you, those are 2 good options in that punt return game for the Bulldogs.
Singles left and right, pro-I formation. Elijah Jordan going to hand off fullback pop, Bo Sechrist. And they're going to try to establish it. Look at him. Somebody got inside the lineman and said, we aren't moving the football. It's about that time.
Yeah, Braden Swales, number 64 on the right side. Nice job there, the junior. 6'3", 255. Dubs Bloom as well in, number 77 on that left tackle position. Move the football on the ground.
2nd down and 4. Elijah Jordan under center, pro-I. Again, fullback pop up the middle. Meets a wall and ripped back. No, he's still going. Oh, my word. What a great second effort by Bo Sechrist. Almost like he gets stronger after contact.
Yeah, he's so good on the defensive side, but all season long they thought he could be a good contributor on the offensive side. Nice pickup there, Bo Sechrist.
Carter Reinhardt, freshman wide receiver, out to the left side, single to the right. Elijah Jordan still in the game. Brody Herr and Bo Sechrist now, the fullback, tailback tandem. They need an extra player. Zeke Sechrist comes in. Right to left motion. It's a quick pitch left to Brody Herr. Brody Herr cuts back. Nothing there. Injured player on the play. We'll see if he gets up, number 55, Willie Bender.
Yeah, running the football to the sidelines has really just been very ineffective for the Bulldogs all season long, starting in week number 1 against what we predicted will be a pretty good Dallas team. They were in a nice ball game with Pittston area tonight, having a chance to get their second win of the season, but has not been effective trying to go sideline to sideline.
No, you're right. 2nd and 10, 45-yard line. We're in the 3rd quarter, 1:12 to go. Elijah Jordan's going to go up top. He's going to fake it. No, he's going to come back outside the tackle box, and he just throws it into the flats. So the good news there is he doesn't take the 10-yard loss. It's going to bring him up to live to fight another day. It'll be 3rd down and 10 here.
Good pressure there for the Braves. Hewlett, number 8, in on that attempted sack. Boy, again, he's only a freshman, 5'9", about 150 for the Braves. They really are sprinkled with 9th and 10th graders throughout their lineups on both sides of the football.
Dubs Bloom in at left tackle. Elijah Jordan fakes it. It's the counter up the middle. It's Bo Sechrist. He could go. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bo Sechrist. And what that was, again, was the counter. But the reason that works is they start to over-pursue the counter, and Bo Sechrist was able to cut back and head to pay dirt into the end zone, making it 55. We'll see if they can tack on a PAT here. 28 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd touchdown for the Bulldogs in the 2nd half.
That's a heck of a cut in that
beautiful
run there for Bo Sechrist. 45 yards for the score.
Brody Herr's kick is up, and it's good. That's 8 for 8 on the night for Brody Herr with point after touchdowns.
So the Bulldogs extend that lead here, third quarter, running clock, still 28 seconds to go. Bo Sechrist, that's a scintillating run, 45 yards, his longest rush and scoring of the season. Bo Sechrist, the junior, 45 yards on the score. Really nice job, Brody Herr again. 8 consecutive PATs on the night thus far. Bulldogs extend the lead 56-7 over the Shikellamy Braves.
Well, it's another reason why turf, we talk about turf, and I'm not here tonight trying to do a sales pitch for Jersey Shore, but the reality is, the facilities need some upgrades. And it's amazing to say right now, beautiful, beautiful, absolutely turf surface here. And if you're going to kick extra points, you're going to kick off, you don't mind doing it on a surface like this.
Absolutely. Joe's Equipment kickoff coming up. Go see the folks there, Cement Drive in Jersey Shore.
Brody Herr squibs this one. It's going to roll out 20. It's fumbled again. 15-yard line goes number 6, Mikey Vaders. And, boy, when you don't field that kickoff, it really gives the pursuit of the kicking team a chance to get there.
Josh Harold, number 30, again in on a special teams tackle, the freshman. Super job there. Bringing the return man for the Braves down. So 23 seconds ago, this will be the last play of quarter number 3. We'll do our best to catch you up on some out-of-town scoreboard as we go through the fourth quarter. And again, our player of the game coming up here at the end of the ball game, brought to you by Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wall Solutions. Give them a call, 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wall Solutions and Todd Rischel in Williamsport.
Thank you, TR. We love you. They're not even going to get this play off. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. And as the quarter comes to an end, we're going to break and come back. You want to do some out-of-town scores when we get back? Or you want to do them now?
Nope. When we come back.
We're going to break for commercial. We'll come back with a new quarterback, number 5, Brady Kurtz for Shikellamy. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Transmitting from the Knox Country 360 Studio Bunker in Nashville, Tennessee. This week on Knox Country 360, Rusty Gaston.
Getting recorded and then being a multi-week number 1, but watching fans not just sing along, but actually their bodies reacting to the song.
And Rob Hatch.
Mr. Rob Hatch, multiple number 1s, award-winning songwriter. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Oh, righty then. This week on Knox Country 360.
Saturday evening at 9, Sunday morning at 8 on The Bear.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Hey, it's a good doctor, Nate Carpenter. We're back here. Sunbury to Shikellamy. The score is 56-7. But we're going to bring you some out-of-town scores right now with Doug Byerly and Sean Hale.
Danville 49, Milton 0. Lewisburg still 17-0 over Warrior 1. Mount Carmel stretched it out over Montoursville 31-17. Tornadoes, Red Tornadoes. Selinsgrove, good one with Williamsport 17-14. Millionaires, Shamokin 76, Central Mountain 0. Southern Columbia 34-6 over Central Columbia, and Bloomsburg and Loyalsock 13-12 Panthers late in the ball game.
It's a big handoff. Number 5, the quarterback, to number 7, Caleb O'Connor, the fullback and linebacker. He's an 11th grader, 5'9", 181 on the carry on first down for a pickup of 2.
Dubs Bloom in on the defensive side as well. We've seen Dubs there the last couple games get some snaps on the defensive side, along with number 63, Blake Oglesby, from that nose guard position. So we've got a good number of the younger guys in there. Linebacker secondary as well for the Bulldogs.
Timothy Lope, number 18 at safety. Quarterback again, Brady Kurtz. Number 5 for Shikellamy in the gun. Quick pitch left. Good pursuit by the Bulldog defense. Back up inside. Ball's out. We'll see who gets it. The officials rule the man down. Going to bring up 1st and 10. They're moving the chains.
Yeah, good cutback at the end of that run for the running back for Shikellamy. Kiefer, number 23. Oglesby in on the tackle. Again, the Bulldogs going to improve at the end of this one with the running clock to 4-1, so halfway through the season. kind of where we thought they might be, 4-1, 3-2 with the schedule. Thought that would be a pretty good start to the year. Everybody overall pretty healthy, knock on wood. Looking to maybe get a couple of those guys back next week that are out tonight.
Kurtz in the shotgun, number 5. Twins left. He's going to go up top. Vertical. He's got a man. Flag route. Wide open. It's picked off. Picked off by number 18. That's Timothy Lope, the sophomore wide receiver safety, 5'10", 175. Lope in on the big pick.
That's a nice interception there by number 18 for the Bulldogs. Really nice reaction to the football. So the Bulldogs are going to take over on the offensive side. 10-14 to go here in the ballgame. We mentioned Luke Thompson out tonight. Luke Ryan out as well. So hopefully maybe next week or two get those guys back as the second half, week number 6 of the season, back at home in Thompson Street Stadium against the Millionaires of Williamsport. Boy, haven't played Williamsport in a long time as Jersey Shore in the regular season.
So the Bulldogs right now, they're going to take a timeout. Coach Gramish is going to give this offensive unit a little talking to. At quarterback, that's right, Nolan Pauling, the freshman quarterback and safety, 5'9", 172. He just really, the thing I think I like most about this young man is his poise for his age. He understands the offense already. He's in the right place. He's in the right headspace. That's hard to teach. You're either cerebral or you're not. You understand the game. When the game speeds up, does your mind slow down? And I think he has all the tools to be an electrifying quarterback as the years come and approach. I remember at Dallas that first week, he could have had a deer in the headlights look at when he got thrust into that game when Elijah went down with cramping, but he just absolutely stepped up to the plate. And here he is tonight with 10:06 to go in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 after the Lope pick. Timothy Lope on the interception at the safety spot. I formation, single left, single right. Pauling under center. Hands off. Up the middle. Number 30, that's Cash Harrett. As always, cash is better than a check. Right up the gut.
Yeah, so all the linemen up front are the younger guys as well. That's a nice push led by number 74 and 73 for the Bulldogs. Nice pickup on first down.
Pauling under center. 2nd and 5. It's a fullback pop to number 25. That's James Fetzer. Jace able to pick up a couple. He's also a sophomore. So Zeke Sechrist was thrown to the turf. We'll see if this is one-sided or offsetting. That's against the Braves. So Zeke Sechrist took the brunt of that, but he's okay. And the offense of the Bulldogs benefits with this automatic first down, pushing them deeper inside of Shikellamy Braves territory. Braden Lehman, number 73, in at right tackle. Under center is Pauling, pro I formation. He's going to go up top. And it was just deflected. That's one thing with Pauling, he is 5'9". And again, Elijah, they have Elijah listed at 6 foot. We know that's vertically enhanced.
Well, the thing that Pauling will learn to do is be able to move with the football to kind of give him those throwing lanes. And as he develops, he's going to become very effective passing the football.
2nd and 10, 25-yard line. Pauling fakes it. He's going to go over the middle. And again, this one's short. He was pressured, kind of threw off his back foot. He'd like that one back. Just kind of short-arming those last couple throws.
Yep, intended for Zeke Sechrist on that play. And Zeke's a nice target out there at 5'10", about 180 pounds from that tight end position. He can become a weapon on the offensive side of the football for the Bulldogs in the games to come.
3rd down and 10, Pauling under center. Fakes it. He's going to run. He's got lots of daylight. 20, 15, 10, inside the 10. And that's what he did so effectively the other night in the JV game. He doesn't need much, and he's off.
Well, you have to make your decision. Whatever that decision is, I'm going to throw it or I'm going to run it. There he pulled it down, full speed. Big first down for the Bulldogs. Clock running again. Running clock here in the second half in the mercy rule. 56-7 Bulldogs now under 8 minutes in the ball game. 1st and 10. Jersey Shore just outside the Shikellamy 10-yard line.
Well, and the reality is the Dogs really not running the score up, getting a lot of personnel into the game. This would be a great drive for this second-team offense. Up the middle, Jace Fetzer. Rumbling inside the 5, inside the 2. Great run by Fetz. Yeah, I like him at fullback. They ran him at tailback a little bit last year. Fullback pop, it's Fetzer up the gut. Is he in?
Boy, he's close, right down inside the 1. That actually would be a first down if he's inside the 1. That'd be first and goal.
Yeah, that's tough for a defense now with 4 downs to go 2 feet. They got that marked right at the half-yard line. Pauling, see if he'll keep a sneak. No, it's to Fetz. Fetzer reaches across. Touchdown. So he just reached back across, and it was just enough. So they threw Fetzer a bone there, literally give the Dogs a bone. Nice running at fullback to break that plane. And for the second tier, the second unit, they had a nice push up front. So the Bulldogs break the 60 mark, 62 now to 7, on for the PAT.
Yeah, they're all related. They're not brothers. Yeah, brothers, but yeah, cousins.
Brody Hurt trying to make this 9 for 9. Sitting there doing my multiplication with the abacus. The hold is down, kick is up. Kick is good. 9 for 9 off the leg of Brody Hur. He's got a golden toe tonight. 6:55 to go in the fourth quarter. That's 63-7 Bulldogs here at Shikellamy and Sunbury on this beautiful Friday night. Brand new turf here. Gorgeous complex, gorgeous facility. And finally, we feel the crisp air blow through this press box.
That's really a nice drive for the younger unit there. Pauling leading the way. Fetzer caps it off with that 1-yard touchdown run officially. 6:55 to go, as Nate mentioned. Her PAT. I have to check with Coach Chris Davis. 9 PATs. Wonder if that's a record. Well, we had 10. Remember a couple years ago down at Lewisburg when Breck Miller, I think he had 10 PATs in that ball game. That's the record. But boy, Brody Hur, Operation Smooth tonight. 10.
Oh, I like
9
that.
PATs, 63-0 Bulldogs.
Hashtag golden toe. I'll tell you what, he's been great tonight. I take a look at that scoreboard. That's gorgeous with the Shikellamy on top. Like, they've done some really nice things here. The bleachers, the landscape, the scene. Hopefully this program will rebound. Brody Hur's kick is down to the 15. It's caught. 20, 25, 30. Breaks outside. Nice return for the Braves. Out to the 34-yard line as they mark it down, 1st and 10.
And Mikey Bader's on those returns. Sophomore, 5'9". They have him listed at 172 for the Braves. Does a nice job in that return game. I'm sure the younger unit, the second unit of the Braves, will stay in the ball game. So Brody Raybuck out as well. A couple positive things for the Braves on the offensive side. The pitch and catch, 67 yards, Raybuck to Pollock. I mean, that's going to have to be the focus for them as the season goes on. But, boy, it doesn't get any easier. They still have to face Shikellamy throughout the year. I tell you, the Braves, they might have actually they play Central Mountain next week, right? I think we saw that. That would be an interesting matchup, but they have to make the trip up to Mill Hall to Central Mountain. But that'll be 2 evenly matched teams, physical ability, and both looking for their first win of the year next week.
Yeah, that will be a battle of the non-winners, so to speak. But the reality is, that was the fastest delay of game I've ever seen. Like, how is it possible that the play clock burned out on that?
You would think the officials are saying running clock.
There's
flags.
absolutely no way that's a delay of game. And I mean, unless I just missed the time warps here on the Bear Country Network tonight. I'm asking Doug for the cliff notes of that one, the abridged version. But anyway, they tack off 5 yards. Maybe I can watch that one back on the reel. 1st and 15 now, 29-yard line for the Shikellamy Braves. Handoff, tailback, nice break to the outside. Cuts it in. Picks up nearly 9 on that, so a nice break on that play.
61 on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Trey Hoover getting in on the stat sheet tonight. Nice job of Trey to run that one down. And kind of an anomaly this year where the second teamers last year really got in second half of most ball games. This is really the first time this year they've gotten extended snaps.
Right defensive end Elijah Lawbaugh into the game. In the gun right now, it's Brady Kurtz. Hands off again up the middle, this time stoned on the left side. Big-time tackle, cleaning up duty there, mop-up, number 23.
Carter Reinhardt, that's a very physical tackle at the end of that for Carter Reinhardt. We've seen him a little bit at the wide receiver position. He's got a nice physical body for a freshman out there, 5'8", 130 pounds. Again, these guys are going to be the future of the Bulldogs. You're going to see a lot of them next year stepping into pivotal roles for the Bulldogs.
And we talked about the importance of development, and this is where it happens under the lights on Friday nights in the fourth quarter. 4.5 to go here, continuous clock, mercy rule. Throw over the middle, nearly intercepted. And there's flags on the play, and that laundry came out hot and heavy because definitely a pass interference.
Pretty good delivery there by the quarterback, Kurtz of Shikellamy, in the general area. One of the Braves coming off got hit pretty hard on the shoulder, a little bit of a stinger there, but coming out under his own power. Mount Carmel going to stretch out that lead. Out of town scores real quickly. Mount Carmel 34, Montoursville 17, Shamokin 76, Central Mountain 0. Southern Columbia piling on 35-6 over Central. Boy, Loyosac takes the lead on Bloomsburg 20-13. Lime Mountain Upper Dauphin 27-26. Eagles and Williamsport 27-20 over the Seals of Selinsgrove. Good ball game there.
In the gun is the 9th grader. Kurtz, hands off up the middle. They'll take a few yards on first down. He's going to bring up second down. Again, we want to thank you for tuning in. Bob Fields from Lewistown, Pennsylvania tonight. You'd like to watch the marching band? Well, I'll tell you what. I got to see him Wednesday night from my backyard under a full harvest moon, listening to them practice till 8:35. The Jersey Shore Band doing some amazing things right now with piano and some other non-marching instruments, but man, they sounded beautiful the other night. So get out to a game. It's better in person. Shikellamy 2nd and 7, left to right motion. Handoff on the jet sweep inside. Nice cutback. Pickup of about 6. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
Solid tackle there by number 44 for the Bulldogs, Caden Cummings. We've called his name and number a couple times tonight. Again, only a freshman, 5'8", 160 pounds for this Bulldog defense. Sure, this is 4-down territory here for the Braves. 3rd and about 3 inside the Bulldog 40-yard line.
Three minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Inside handoff, jet sweep the other direction. Number 23, nice. 30-yard, 25-yard line, out of bounds. Big hit out of bounds, but not until a nice pickup. That's number 23 on the carry, Gavin Kiefer, 5'7", 127.
Again, only a freshman for the Braves, so the Braves do convert. One of the Bulldogs down on the field, out at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, hey, listen, we love you guys tuning in tonight. I just want you to know, as a worship director at a local church, I love music. I love the band. I'm all about the extras as we have a man down right now. So, Hopeful Sloth, this goes out to you tonight, and Alan Fink. Alan knows me well. If we had the ability to microphone the band, we don't have any outside speakers. If there's a way to coordinate that at some time in the future, that's possible, but we don't have the ability to do that right now, so we apologize for that.
We'll hop over to the out-of-town scoreboard. Selinsgrove comes back in the fourth quarter, takes the lead over Williamsport 21-20. I saw that Hollidaysburg score. That looked like a good one as well over Mifflinburg. That's down a little further. Yep, Hollidaysburg 37-21 over Mifflinburg. Again, we'll make the trip out to Hollidaysburg in a couple of weeks. Bald Eagle taking the lead over Phillipsburg Osceola 19-7. We don't have an update on that Montgomery score, although it is in the fourth quarter. So Montgomery, the Red Raiders 19 over Canton 16. That would be a little bit of an upset. Dallas trying to get that second win of the season, 30-22 over Pittston. Del Val 31-7. They will win their second game. Scranton Prep going to stay undefeated 37-0 over Scranton. And the final via Dave Stratton and Coach Hale, Shamokin 76, Central Mountain 0. And Smithport will beat Bucktail. They lead 39-6 in the third quarter. Again, you can see obviously our Jersey Shore ball games, but Montoursville, Bucktail, Central Mountain, and then Lock Haven University, who will play at home tomorrow in Hubert Jack Stadium against the Cal Vulcans at 1 p.m. The Bald Eagles looking to go to 2-1. Boy, almost pulled the big upset over IUP last week, losing 20-17. Should be a good game against Cal. Nick Severini will be on the call, all on CentralPASports.com. Tune in to Nick and the Bald Eagles as they look to try and go to 2-1 on this early college football season. Penn State, of course, plays at home in Beaver Stadium. Kent State, 3:30 p.m., I believe, on the Big Ten Sports Network.
You know, always loved doing the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference games and traveling out west. And the three juggernauts were always IUP, Slippery Rock, and Cal. And, of course, you had Mercyhurst, Edinburgh, you had Gannon, you had Seton Hill, and Clarion. You come back east to Mansfield, which now has Sprint football, Bloomsburg, Millersville, East Stroudsburg, Westchester, originally Cheney, and you went down to Shippensburg.
Kutztown as well.
Kutztown as well, and the Golden Bears, I take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have really come on recently with East Stroudsburg, so the NIL and the transfer portal has helped a lot of these teams be more competitive. 2:40 to go here, fourth quarter. Continuous clock begins in the gun. Kurtz going to hand off inside. Good pursuit there. Initial contact by number 66, Gage Watkins. So Carson's brother Gage comes into the mix tonight.
So the Jersey Shore injured player helped off a little bit with a couple teammates. Hopefully everything will turn out okay for that Jersey Shore Bulldog player. Bulldogs going to move to 4-1. Running clock here, approaching 2 minutes in the ball game. They have stretched it out here with that 28-point first quarter, 63-7 over the Shikellamy Braves.
It's been a great night down here in Sunbury. 2 minutes to go. No 2-minute warning in high school. No stoppage of the clock. 2 timeouts remaining for Shikellamy. Quick pitch to the right. 23 takes 30. Down to 20, inside the 20, down into 15. See where they spot him down, real close to a first down. Let's see if they move the markers. They're going to say signal it forward. 1st and 10 for the Braves. They want one more score here.
Oh, absolutely. Want to end this game on a positive note. Again, at the end of the ball game, we'll do a couple quick stats, and then our player of the game brought to you all season long by Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. They manage your assets as if they were their own. 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rischel in Williamsport.
Kurtz in the shotgun. 1:18 to go. 1st and 10. Right to left motion. It's a quick pitch left. Trying to get out to the block. Cuts it back inside the 10. He's hit right around the 10-yard line. Forward progress gets him down to just inside the 10, close to the 9.
So Shikellamy, Nate, doing exactly what you just described, working really hard to get a score here at the end of this ball game, just trying to build some positive momentum. Now under interim head coach for the rest of the season, Mike Hoover. Longtime coach Jim Kaiser no longer in charge of this Shikellamy Brave program. So really trying to work with these young guys, just like the younger guys of Jersey Shore in the ball game here tonight. Again, get no snaps, varsity action. Get a touchdown on the board if you can, if you're the Shikellamy Braves, and end this game on a positive note.
Thanks again for tuning in tonight. For those who've made the trip and those who are sitting in the comforts of their own homes, perhaps a cabin up Pine Creek, or who knows, a Legion, a local restaurant, or watering hole. But the reality is this: we have had tremendous support this year, not just from our sponsors, but also from those who are viewing at home. We appreciate your comments, your love, and your support, which make the Bear Country family broadcast each and every Friday night happen. In the shotgun, all alone, it's Kurtz. There's a minute on the clock. 2nd down and 6, left to right motion. They're going to keep it inside handoff. See what he can get. Inside the 10, 5, inside. Does he get there? Really close. Touchdown. They're going to signal it. I knew he was close, and to be honest with you, there's no instant replay. I kind of look at it like this. Hats off to Shikellamy. They didn't quit here on this drive. They put another score on the board. 52 ticks to go. We're still in the fourth quarter. See if they can tack on the point after touchdown. Shikellamy calls timeout.
No, maybe they're going to go for 2, and they might. Maybe the kicker, D. Phillips, Ryan D. Phillips, who looked pretty good on that initial PAT in the second quarter and kickoffs as well, but they look like they're going to go for 2, Nate. Hey, why not? 63-13. See if you can add 2 to make it 15 in the ball game. But the Bulldogs, Nate, go into a nice win here on the road after suffering their first loss in the regular season and in PHAC play. I think a note that the last PHAC game they had lost prior to that was to Shikellamy under Coach Todd Tilford, when Coach Tilford had some really nice competitive teams for a 4, 5, 6 year span. Coach Tilford did a really nice job with the Shikellamy program. Some was a quarterback, another some was a nice running back and linebacker as well.
So in the gun will be Kurtz, the freshman, 6'1", 160. He gets the snap. He's looking left. Does he get it off? He does. In and out of the hands of number 23. Should have been caught. Gavin Kiefer unable to bring that one in. Incomplete. 63-13 is the score. 52 seconds to go here in Sunbury. Again, a beautiful facility. The Dogs will return the kickoff.
Nice win for the Bulldogs, 63-13. They'll come out, run a play or two, or maybe take a knee after they secure this kickoff. But depending on the final score of the Selinsgrove-Williamsport ball game tonight, which was 21-20 Selinsgrove just a couple minutes ago, the Bulldogs will face Williamsport. Again, we'll have to find out when the last time, if ever, that Williamsport played Jersey Shore in the regular season. Has to be a couple decades ago. Back at Thompson Street Stadium next Friday night.
Doc Massey on the way out. Always good to see you, Doc. Keep those articles rolling.
Yep, the score we still have, Selinsgrove 21, Williamsport 14. Got to be late in the fourth quarter there as well.
Williamsport just punted back to Selinsgrove.
The Seals hanging on there. Doc Massey said the Millionaires punted back to Selinsgrove.
Squib kick picked up. Number 23, Reinhardt, down inside, met initially at the 25, gets out close to the 30. Nice return. Again, those squib kicks on the turf are very, very effective at times because you never know which way that ball's going to bounce. We'll see if the Dogs are content with just taking a knee and getting out of here tonight.
Well, you would think they would, but sometimes with these younger guys in there, you still like to get them to run a play or two. But no matter what, that'll go under 45 seconds, and the officials will certainly take their time to spot that one. So more than likely, this will be the last play of the ball game. So the Bulldogs are going to go on to win this one unless somebody breaks free. 63-13.
They're going to take a knee, it looks like.
Yeah. Victory formation for the Bulldogs.
Yes, that looks like it, and it is. Pauling takes a knee. So 45 seconds to go here. We'll see. I guess
Make them snap it one more time, huh?
I thought they called a timeout. I was going to say, really? Pauling takes a knee. That's going to be the game. Final score here, 63-13. Your very own Bulldogs make the trip to Sunbury tonight after 3 weeks in a row at Thompson Street. Win this one 63-13. We'll be back after this with stats and eventually the player of the game. You've been listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special.
It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Good Dr. Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly back. This is it. We're going to wrap things up here. But before we do, we're going to get the stats and the player of the game. So Doug's doing some mathematics here right now. He's got his calculator out, the abacus ready. Thanks to Chris Davis, Coach Chris Davis, for these stats. Always brings them in. They come in hot off the press, along with my father, Jim Carpenter, who is always at least watching from home or wherever he may be on vacation, sending us time of possession and plays. So, Doug, what do you have?
Well, we'll go into defensive stats first, and we kind of covered the tackles and the assists. We'll leave those, but we'll do the tackles for loss, which were really missing from last week's ball game. Bo Sechrist with 1, Trent Severino with 2, Zeke Sechrist with 1 and a pass tip, and Slate Sechrist with a tackle for a loss as well. So really nice job there. Getting those multiple players with tackles for loss for the Bulldogs really sets up the offense so well from the Bulldog defense. Rushing yardage really didn't change in the first half at all, except Bo Sechrist in the second half ends up with 8 carries for 82 yards and a touchdown, that 45-yarder. Really nice run for Bo Sechrist there, and I believe that's his first touchdown of the season. Elijah Jordan ends up 12 of 21, 241, 4 touchdowns, all in the first half. But the receiving side was where the big numbers were. Paul Hale, 5 for 79, again, all in the first half. Evan Snyder, 5 for 138, 3 touchdowns from 34, 13, and 30 yards. Trent Severino, 1 for 6, but with that 6-yard touchdown as well. A lot of stats, a lot of points on the board, 63-13. Bulldogs win big. Player of the game, again, brought to you all season long by Todd Rishel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. They manage your assets as if they were their own. 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rishel in Williamsport. Our player of the game tonight goes to Evan Snyder. Not only the 3 touchdowns through the air and 138 yards and 5 receptions. Again, those touchdowns through the air, 34, 13, and 30, but he adds a 4th touchdown on a 70-yard punt return, so has well over 200 yards in combined yardage in the ball game. Really, really special night for Evan Snyder. He is our Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rishel player of the game here in week number 5. The Bulldogs win 63-13 over the Braves. We will see you all back in Thompson Street Stadium against the Williamsport Millionaires next week in week number 6.
Yes, and it was a great night here in Sunbury. 63-13 is the final. The Bulldogs win big. And I just want to say, from our house to yours, it's a great day to be a Bulldog. It's never time for tradition to graduate. It never graduates. I'm here with my daughter. They come on the road with us. Charlotte just wants to say one thing before we sign out.
It's a great day to be a Bulldog.
It's always a great day to be a Bulldog. Hats off to Coach Gravish on the big win tonight. To go to 4-1, we'll see you back at Thompson Street next Friday night, 7 p.m. It'll be a battle and a future rivalry between the Williamsport Millionaires coming to Thompson Street to play the Bulldogs. You've been listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Thanks for listening to tonight's game against Shikellamy, brought to you by the Dave Winkleman team at Anchor Realty, TLC Fuels, Napa, Pine Creek Seed Farm, Jason Eberhard State Farm Insurance, All Round Tire, Fager Insurance, Jiffy Market, Joe's Equipment, B.A. Meixel Electric, Ham's Disposal, Country Berry Shack, C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV, Weary's Pine Creek Inn, Journey Bank, Twilight Diner, Doug at Alexander Kia, Ex-Agway, Burgundy, Gleghorn and Hafley Insurance, Sweet Dreams Pet Resort, Reese's Print Shop, Susquehanna Trailways, Ham's Disposal, McMahon, Ferguson Associates, Evergreen Wealth Management, Hollick's Coal and Oil, and Dotterer Equipment. Next week, it's back to the Tom for a battle against the Williamsport Millionaires. Pre-game 6:30, kickoff at 7, 99.9 FM, streaming through Bear999.com, video through Bear Country 999 on YouTube, Bear Country Sports Network, available through CentralPASports.com.